don't know why. I feel like we should be on like starters blocks or something this morning.
We're ready for the weekend, man.
Because I thought it was Friday yesterday and it wasn't. And as much as people told me, I was like, no, it's the end of the week.
I saw that. Yeah.
Today really is Friday. Welcome, boy.
I missed you, man.
I missed you even more, man. I got two of my bays in the studio this morning. It's going to be one of those shows. Welcome to South Africa's favourite breakfast show where we entertain you into the weekend.
Indeed. So
that was a statement.
Yeah, that's a T-shirt. You should get that printed because we've got a reason for you to get up off your couch today, and in fact out of the bed as well. You've got you grooving all the way into the morning because this is a masterpiece today. All right, what we've done is we've used our blank canvas and painted on Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels are going to be here for you. Plus, we're going to send you into outer space with the rockets as well because we just wanted more. We just wanted more for you today.
You want more?
I want more.
I'll give you more.
Give me more.
If you've run out of recipe ideas for the weekend, we've got more. We've got you sorted. So let me take you through the menu. We've got mini croissant cereal.
Yes,
okay.
Please.
Get out of here. What
5.
is that even? Okay. We've got French toast waffles.
I'll take
Get out.
6.
Come on, get out.
Yep.
That's the 7th recipe. Third one, chocolate madeleines with espresso glaze.
I'll take 10.
Oh, man. High tea.
That's
sorted.
it.
Hey?
Yo, we actually have it all this morning. This is the best. We do. We got rockets, Dr. Victor and Rasta Rebels. We got amazing recipes. What else do you need? Like maybe a muscular...
Yeah, I can't put my finger on it, so I'm going to put my whole hand on it, if I can. Am I allowed to, dude? Can we have one sexy muscular man, please?
Stop it, I like it. Good morning, boys, and good morning, Mzansi. Thank you so much for joining us. It's the end of the week, and we're going to send you off with a bang. Yes, you heard it. We've got Dr. Victor, the Rasta Rebels. We've also got the Rockets in studio. It's going to be an absolute joy. So we want you to come through and maybe request or tell us what one of your favorite R&B and reggae songs are from Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels, seeing that they're going to be in studio this morning performing and celebrating. I got so many songs that are coming to mind and so much nostalgia. I don't know what the name of the song is, but it's something like, I love the track, do-do-do-do-do-do, all my life. Yes! Something like that. Little something like that. That's my number. That's my favorite, but I know you're all going to come through with some epic announcement when it comes to your favorite song. So come through, use our WhatsApp voice note line. That's 063-408-8863. You want to hear from you what your favorite song is, and maybe, just maybe, you'll hear it on the show this morning. One thing you are going to hear on the show this morning is a lot of celebration, a lot of good times, a lot of magic, because it is Friday. But before we get into that, it's time to kick off official duties. Carl is standing by.
Thanks a lot, Ryle. And let me start you off with some good news for hospitals in the wake of load shedding. Now, the Department of Health has announced that 72 hospitals will be exempt from load shedding. This was to ensure uninterrupted healthcare provision during rotational power outages, the department's spokesperson, Foster Mahale, said yesterday. Some provinces with facilities excluded from load shedding include Gauteng with 17, KwaZulu-Natal 15, the Free State with 14, Limpopo with 10, and Northwest with 1. Meanwhile, South African businesses and households will have to brace again for indefinite power cuts as Eskom last night announced the implementation of stage 3 load shedding until further notice. Now, the Human Science Research Council has found that there has been a dramatic increase in the number of cars being hijacked in the last year. The number is, in fact, the highest it's ever been. Senior research specialist Dr. Stephen Gordon says they believe a car is hijacked every 22 minutes in the country. In a study, the HSRC also found that only 27% of SA people trust the police for justice to be served. Now, on to international news. The Africa Center for Disease Control, the CDC, says that cholera outbreaks reported in several African countries could be linked to climate change. The CDC says it has noticed a pattern of environmental changes that has led to a surge in cases. Kenya is now the latest African country dealing with cholera. Dr. Patrick Amoth, Kenya's Director General of Health, says the situation is likely to worsen, especially in drought-prone areas as bacteria tends to multiply faster in warmer areas. Malawi, Nigeria, and Sudan are also facing outbreaks of cholera. Now, Argentines are celebrating the return of football legend Diego Maradona's World Cup final jersey to the country. Now, 36 years after Argentina beat Germany in the 1986 World Cup final, the shirt which Maradona wore in the first half has been handed back to the Argentine Football Association, the AFA. Former Germany midfielder Lothar Matthäus, who swapped shirts with Maradona at halftime, donated it to the Argentine people. The AFA thanked him in a moving video. The Germans said of Maradona, and I quote, "Diego will always be present in our hearts." Talking about being present in our hearts, this one warmed everybody's. Greenpoint in Cape Town now has a pedestrian crossing in rainbow colours, the worldwide symbol for the LGBTQIA+ community. This district has always been home to many of the LGBTQIA+ social amenities in the mother city. The crossings also supplemented with a pink strip painted on the sidewalks, which serves as a pink route to guide visitors and tourists through this iconic LGBTQIA+ neighborhood. Now, the pedestrian crossing in the rainbow colors are violet, indigo, green, yellow, orange and red is located along Somerset Road. City Mayor Mr. Jordan Hill-Lewis said, and I quote, "Cape Town is known for its vibrant LGBTQIA+ nightlife and community. We wish all to feel welcome in our city where we embrace diversity, and the addition of this bold pedestrian crossing to our road network will help spread this message." The pink route is some 20 centimeters wide and painted on the sidewalk. It's a fun way for visitors to get to know the area and a great addition to Cape Town's tourist offering soon before the peak holiday season. And it's also intended to celebrate Cape Town as an inclusive city. On that note, I wrap things up for you on the news desk. Of course, another update in 1 hour. But instead, let's take a peek at the sporting action. Graham is standing by.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wasty. Let's start with rugby. Springbok women's coach Stanley Robenheimer has made wholesale changes to his matchday squad. That's to face England in their final Rugby World Cup Pool C clash on Sunday morning. So only 6 players will start in the same positions they did last week. And that was against Fiji. So team captain Nolosindiso Boy, props Babalwa Lacha and Senelesisu Charlie. Then number 8, Seze Hele, scrum half, Taylor Kinsey, and wing Nomowetu Mabenge. Then South Africa are yet to win a match at the tournament. That was after losing out to France and then agonizingly close against Fiji in their previous 2 games. Then on to football. Cristiano Ronaldo has been dropped from Manchester United's squad for tomorrow's clash with Chelsea. That was after his tantrum against Tottenham. So Ronaldo stormed down the Old Trafford tunnel with several minutes remaining. That was in United's 2-0 win over Spurs on Wednesday evening. The 37-year-old star reportedly told United's manager Erik ten Hag that he did not want to come on as a late substitute. Meanwhile, Arsenal are through to the knockout stages of the Europa League. That was after a 1-0 win over PSV. Granit Xhaka getting the winner as the Gunners secured progression with 2 games to spare. Really are having the season of their dreams. Then we move on to cricket. Sri Lanka and the Netherlands have both progressed to the Super 12 stage of the Men's T20 World Cup. That was after a thrilling conclusion to Group A. They finished 1st and 2nd in the group respectively to qualify for the next stage of the games starting tomorrow. Having lost out to Sri Lanka earlier in the day, the Netherlands qualified after a shock 7-run win for the United Arab Emirates over Namibia. So Sri Lanka join England, Afghanistan, Australia and New Zealand in Group A, while Netherlands, they'll face off against India, Pakistan, South Africa and Bangladesh in Group B, a pretty tough one. Then we move on to boxing. It looks like he's finally got an opponent signed and sealed. Tyson Fury will defend his world heavyweight title against Derek Chisora at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. That's on the 3rd of December. So Fury has beaten his British rival twice before, back in 2011 and in 2014. The move comes following the collapse, sadly, of talks for a prospective unification title bout against with Fury and Anthony Joshua earlier this month. So much talk there. The 34-year-old will be stepping into the ring for the first time since his successful WBC defense against Dillian White back in April this year. So Chisora last fought in July, beating Kubrat Pulev via a split decision. And that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll be getting into a little bit of cricket in just a moment with a very special guest. So stick around for that. Right now, though, let's get into your Friday morning weather.
Thanks so much. It's, of course, time to take a look at the weather. First up this morning and reporting on weather news, the SA Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms, resulting in localized flooding and localized damages to property, which is expected over the eastern parts of the Eastern Cape. Now, the color coding, as well as the numbering used by the Weather Service, is determined by combining the level of impact with the likelihood of that impact actually occurring. Now, the Weather Service has said extremely high fire danger conditions are expected over the David Kruiper and Khai Garib local municipalities, all the way up in the Northern Cape. Now, the Northern Cape farmers have suffered devastating losses in wildfires in the past week, as an estimated 30,000 hectares were destroyed. Now, extensive damage has been caused to infrastructure, and Nicole Janssen, president of Agri Northern Cape, has said the affected farmers need urgent support in terms of animal feed and the replacement of infrastructure. Well, we wish them nothing but the best of luck, and heading from thunderstorms all the way to those sunny skies. Now, first up, we have Paul from Pretoria, who shared this lovely one from outside his garden, showing off the subtle hues glowing up in the sky. Oh, absolutely love it. Look at the tones from blue to pink. Just beautiful. Next up, we've got Rosga, also from Pretoria, who sent in this lovely view of the sun rising above the houses with such graceful, fluffy clouds out in the distance. Almost looks like a little bit of cotton wool. I love it. Now, Lily from Muizenberg, who woke up this morning and couldn't resist by taking this photo of the sun's rays over the lake. Oh, just looking like an absolute painting. What a view, seeing the sun reflecting in the distance over there. I just absolutely love it. What a beautiful one indeed. Aisha Khamildin also comes through and captured this magnificent shot of the pastel pinks glowing up above the sky, all the way out in Cork Bay over the deep blue sea. So False Bay's ocean line definitely featuring in this one. And then, of course, one of our family members, Louise G. Cherry, sent in this radiant photo showcasing such bold colors, taken only from her balcony all the way out in Alberton. But what a view you have, Louise. Maybe enjoy a cuppa and watch the rest of the show while you're at it. Well, Mzansi, again, thank you so much for sending those incredible pictures in. We love seeing how you start your day wherever you are. So send your images or videos through to us, and you can use the number 063-408-8863. For now, though, it's time to take our first glance at the temperatures across the country, and starting off in Polokwane, where the day starts at 15 up to a high of 29 degrees. Mbombela sees the day starting at 19 up to a high of 28 with thunder showers expected. Pretoria, you can expect a little bit of rainfall, 15 is up to 29. In Johannesburg, no rain expected. Well, a little bit of rain expected, sorry, actually. And your low is 14 up to a high of 27 degrees. Let's move all the way down to Mahikeng now, where your day starts at a low of 17 up to a nice warm 30 degrees. And out in Klerksdorp, you can expect rain and warm temperatures from 17 all the way up to 28 degrees. Kimberley, much the same, 17 up to 30 degrees Celsius. And Bloemfontein, 14 is up to 27, but you can also expect some thunder showers expected. Over in Richards Bay now, the day starting at a low of 21 up to 25 degrees. Pietermaritzburg sees the day starting at 18 up to 26. Durban, 21 up to a high of 25. And Mthatha bringing the thunder showers, but also a little bit of heat from 15 all the way up to 26 degrees. Moving over around the coast now to East London, and I know they're always welcoming some rain, and that is what you can get with a temperature low of 17 up to 24 degrees. Cradock sees very similar conditions of 14 up to 29. Berga sees the day starting at 16 up to 22. And George, 13 is low up to a nice warm 28 degrees Celsius. I know they all will definitely be welcoming all that rain. Moving to the mother city now, no rain expected, but you can expect moderate temperatures from 12 all the way up to 20 degrees. Worcester sees the day starting at 8 up to 29. Sutherland, a chilly start of 8, but move up to a nice warm 26. And Uppington, last but not least, taking the cake, a scorcher here. You can expect some rain, but also some weirdly hot conditions from 21 all the way to 36 degrees Celsius. That's going to be a weird one. Take some pictures and videos and share it with us. And of course, again, thank you for sharing those incredible sunrise images. For now, though, let's catch up with the lads and see what else is happening on the show this morning.
So what do you do when your minimum is higher than everyone else's maximum?
I don't know, but I think you should just refresh. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just going to pour it on myself. It's going to be a scorcher. It's going to be an amazing show today. Why is it going to be amazing?
Well, we got a couple of celebs. Okay, it's what we do, right? We got the Tropica Island of Treasure. We got a nice update for you as well.
Yeah.
And then you have got a very, very exciting update. I'm kind of jealous, to be honest with you.
Because it's going to be massive. Next year is a huge year. It doesn't get much bigger than this, hosting a World Cup on local shores, because it gives us the opportunity to connect with all-star superstars like this Nadine de Klerk, all-rounder from the Proteas is here this morning! And she brought a little World Cup trophy with her. Okay, we don't own it yet, but we're just going to put a down payment.
It's
okay,
ours.
for now. We're going to chat all things cricket in just a moment. Nadine is here to chat to you as well, so stick around. And if you've got any messages, in fact, anything you want to talk about today, 063-408-8863. Drop us a voice note. We'd love to hear from you.
Dad, I hope you're ready before I go. Guys! Okay, guys, come on.
dancing so that everyone can be more of what they're made of. Live your monate.
The number of times you're going to hit snooze. How many excuses you're going to make. And the amount of obstacles that are going to stand in your way.
0.
That's also the amount of sugar in the new Energade Zero sports drink. With zero compromise on taste and performance. Step up your game with new Energade Zero. It's what you put in. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Time to get excited. South Africa is going to be hosting its first Senior Cricket World Cup since 2007, when the best women's teams in the world descend on Cape Town, Paarl and Gqeberha for the Women's T20 World Cup, and it kickstarts in February next year. As the hosts, the Proteas ladies will play the first match of the tournament on the 10th of February against Sri Lanka, and also facing Bangladesh, Australia and New Zealand in their group. Pretty tough. We are joined this morning by all-rounder Nadine de Klerk to tell us how the team is feeling ahead of the showpiece and, of course, their expectations for this incredible tournament. My word, if I'm this excited, I cannot imagine with where you guys are in your trajectory, because the team has just made so much ground over the last few years. Look, it feels like something's come between us, okay? I just want to get that off my chest. But it just feels like this is such a golden opportunity for you guys. How good does it feel to know that you're going to be doing this on home soil next year?
Yeah, I think it's very exciting. I don't think a lot of us actually expected it, but I think I actually spoke about it in the call this morning where I said it's going to be really special. I think just to have your families there and play on your home ground for the first time in so long. So the girls have been working really hard and hopefully we can make the country proud and actually keep this trophy here in South Africa.
Expectation. How do you deal with that? Because it's already starting to build. I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, I'm already clocking my winner's interview with you. We're going to make you sing a song now, if you don't mind. Just in celebration, we're going to do the national anthem. No, I'm joking. How do you manage that within yourself? I know the team psychology is good and you guys work as a unit and you work through these things. How do you feel about the expectation on your shoulders now that you're on home soil? Does it add more pressure?
I think it does. I definitely think playing in your home country puts a bit of extra pressure on, but I don't think we try and think about it too much. I think it's just about trusting that the work you've put in is enough, and I think as a team, like I said, we've worked really hard and we back ourselves to actually bring this trophy back home, and it's really special as well playing back home, so I think it might help a little bit knowing that you have your friends and family and the whole country behind you, so hopefully this time around we can keep it here.
We get It's a difficult beast, T20, because you can go in with a plan, but it basically hinges on momentum and a player, one moment, 1 second of play. So how do you prepare? How do you get your system in check and get your mind and the body in the right place to be able to dominate a tournament like this? And go beyond the semi-finals, because that's obviously what we have to do this time.
I think this is what helps actually being in a team. It's not up to you at the end, or not only you. I think especially in T20 cricket, we've seen it all around the world. It only takes one good knock or one good bowling spell to actually change the game. So I think as a team, we just have to back one another. And as an individual, you try and put your best foot forward and put your best performance on the board. And hopefully one or good two performances from the team will then at least lead us to a victory or two.
I've got a good vibe about this, but I am a very positive person. But I've spent so much time watching this journey of yours. You know, I joke about T20 being a different beast. How do you then, as a player, get your mindset right going into this? Because you must just want to go into it and destroy and kill, but it almost feels like you need a measure of restraint. Your focus almost has to be even better. How do you individually, and especially with you having bat and ball, to contend with, what's your mindset going into a tournament like that?
Yeah, I think T20 cricket, I love T20 cricket. It's definitely my favourite format. I think you never know what you're going to get, and funny things has happened in T20 cricket. But I think being an all-rounder is actually quite interesting at times, because you get an opportunity with both bat and ball. But I think you want to entertain at the end of the day. You want to go out and back your skill. You want to hit the ball out of the park 90% of the time, but it doesn't always happen. Same with the ball. They always say it's not a bowler's game. So it's just about being the best you can on the day. I think as a cricketer, you really work hard on those specific things and try and put everything together. So it's just about going out there and give it your best shot. And at times it will work, and other times it won't. So, and hopefully
you got your team to pick you back up, man.
And that's the good thing about being in a team again is if it's not your day, it might be someone else's day. And I guess this World Cup, we just need more people to have one of their best days.
Just each of you assign a different day for a different match, and you just go through that, and everyone has a moment, and you all just shine. Because it feels like the star players are there. It feels like the system is in place now. There is a vibe about the way that we play our cricket, a culture, if you will. We've also had a lot of international experience, tested yourself against the best and proven that you can do it. Is this where the team is right now? Do you feel like when you match us up against where the international structures are we doing enough? And how much added to that, is this going to be a shot in the arm, having this on local soil, for young girls to see you guys out there doing this, to see the best in the world? How important is this for women's cricket?
I think it's very important. I think also having the Under-19 World Cup here is a massive part of the growth in young girls. I think when I was in school, there was no women's cricket or girls' cricket in schools. And I think now with the Under-19 World Cup, the Senior World Cup, I think it will inspire a lot of young girls to take up the sport and actually take cricket seriously, because you can make a living out of it, and it is a dream job. I mean, you travel the world and you do what you love. So I think it's going to be massive, and I hope it's one to remember for us as a country, and especially as a team as well.
Nadine, are you going to win this thing?
Definitely.
Yes, I love it. Didn't even wait a second. Sending our Proteas all of our energy, the men and the women. Obviously a big weekend for the gents as well, but the ladies could not have made us more proud over the last couple of years. So glad that they're going to get the opportunity to do what they do on local soil, and we'll be there. We'll have a front row seat. Nadine, we absolutely love you. Thank you so much for being here. Bat and ball, she's going to dominate every match. She's going to be that star player.
Oh, I cannot wait for that competition to go down. It's going to be an absolute banger. And another thing that's going to be a banger is where I take you to the islands. Yes, we're talking about the tropical island of Treasure, which is heading into their first Seychelles Elimination Challenge tomorrow night on S3 at 6:30 p.m. And it's an episode, Carl, you do not want to miss.
Indeed. So here's the thing. I want to make it as epic as possible.
Yeah.
So 4 teams will enter the Elimination Challenge. And the question on everybody's mind is who will become Roxy's new partner in Team Cool Red? While the remaining 4 battle it out, the 3 teams that are safe from elimination enjoy a luxurious tour of the island.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, look, the points are leveled now, so the All-Stars must put their balance to the test and rely on their partner's endurance to win a long-life charm to keep them out of elimination. Now, more prizes are on the line now, with the additional 25,000 Rand giveaway to each player in the team that comes second.
And I mean, that's a lot of cash. But to top it all off, what's an island without the contestants enjoying a smooth Creole braai on the beach. So don't miss the episode that is number 6 of Tropical Island of Treasure. It's thrilling, action-packed, and full of entertainment.
Oh, it definitely is. And if you're sitting at home wondering how you can also win big, well, don't worry, you can. Now, you can stand a chance to win some smooth prizes if you watch the show this Saturday evening. And all you need to do is spot the gold Tropica bottles placed throughout the show and tweet your findings using the hashtag Tropica. Simple as that.
And don't forget to follow @MyTropica on socials to make sure that you don't miss out on any of the action and information on how you can win big.
Yeah, keep it smooth and watch tomorrow to find out who's going to be the first to leave paradise. That's Tropical Island of Treasure, 6:30 p.m. on S3. We'll see you there.
This week on Tropical Island of Treasure All-Stars.
The game is on for everyone. This is for elimination.
What is going on?
Yo, that was a close one.
He's wading the water like Shakira. This is absolutely neck and neck.
Let's do this.
Stay smooth with Tropical Island of Treasure All-Stars this Saturday evening at 6:30. Repeat Monday night at 9. Only on S3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Shooting some hoops, the perfect way to get your exercise in. Practice your jump shot at home or just blow off a little bit of steam. And the boys, when we've got this much testosterone in studio, we've got to blow off some steam, man. But as fun as it is playing alone, it's much more fun playing with your loved ones. And this morning we are stepping up our game with a little buzzer beater challenge. You up for that, gents?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of American cultural misappropriation over the next
I know what you're talking about, man. We're ready to go. Let's go.
So this is how it's going to work. We're going to divide, if you've got your group of friends, provided you have a group of friends, divide your group into 2 teams of 2, line the players up at a point just beyond their shooting comfort zone. Okay, that's key. Then set the clock timer for 30 seconds and see how many hoops each player can shoot in that time before the next player then moves into the position for their 30 seconds and the team with the most baskets wins. Boom. So you're going to be a whole young team in yourself. Here,
That's it.
Okay? You're right. Whose ball did I steal here?
That's
Too good.
There we go, son.
I got the normal size one.
So we got, I know we went for an anatomically correct ratio. I'm sorry. No, yours is coming in now. We're going to bring your hoop in just a moment.
Okay, let's do it.
So you know the deal, okay?
Did you find nothing smaller?
No, I tried, but this was, believe it or not, the smallest, okay? So I know we don't have a huge amount of comfort zone to play with here, so I'm going to make it just on the edge of the mat.
Edge of the mat.
Okay.
Cool.
Is that all right? You can do with that?
Let's go.
Okay. Well, let's
go.
You're up for this, son. Okay, you're 30
So I've got 30 seconds just get in there. I'm only using one ball.
Only one ball, and you've got to get it and repeat it as many times
No
as
throwing
possible.
underarm.
I'm going to give you both the
Oh,
balls.
look at that's a good man.
No, Fred, I got you back.
All right, and your 30 seconds starts in 3, 2,
All in the wrist.
1.
So, here we go. One.
Nice.
That's one.
Ooh. Try and move the goalpost. There.
That's
There we
2.
go. There we go.
3.
Go for it.
Ooh,
4.
4, nice. Oh, we're losing it. Okay, what are we on?
Nice.
4 still.
Yep.
5.
15, halfway there, buddy, halfway there, buddy.
Nice, man.
Halfway there. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
One more trick
One
shot.
more, go.
And that's the game.
Hearts were broken.
Oh,
Brother. All right, brother.
What was our total tally there?
I was at like
Wow.
6, 9. No, 9.
9.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, all right.
Had to go to VAR for this one.
Are you ready, bro? Are you ready?
All right.
I'm all right. All
I
right,
feel
here
like
we
we should
go.
let you stand a bit
All right.
closer. I don't know.
Let's go. Okay.
Oh.
1.
Ooh, nothing but
Thank
air.
you. 2.
Okay.
Wow, it's got a rhythm.
3.
Okay.
Okay. 20 seconds.
Okay, stop it now.
6.
Oh,
Come on.
no. Standing by for 10. Oh,
6.
come on, son.
7.
7.
Oh,
no. 8.
8. Oh, he's gonna
7.
get it. He's gonna get it.
6. 5. It's a tie.
9. It's a tie.
3, 2. Does that mean we go to extra time?
We have to go to extra
Okay,
time.
but we're going to go to extra time.
Sudden
man.
death.
We can't have
It's
competitors
like a
like
1-1
this.
shoot-off. Where's that other ball? It's gone.
One
Okay.
ball,
How
one
does this
chance
work?
to
How does
end
this
it
work?
all.
How's it work? Like
One shoot, man.
one shot. Yo, it's like penalty shootouts.
So much fun. Okay, let's do it again.
This is
Here
it.
we
Get in
go.
the zone, boy. Get in the
Make
zone.
history.
Whoa! Oh my goodness, here we go.
Woo!
Is he going to fluff it? He probably will, but let's go anyway.
Come on, you're all about
Ready?
that BMT. Royal! 1 second, Damone!
Come on.
Okay, that's actually a terrible
done.
nickname. But it's going to stick.
Well
It's
done.
going to stick. Well done, Mr.
He's got it, he's got it.
Oh, that's how it is. Easy it is to get active. You've both earned one of these. I'm going to give you that guy.
Yes.
That's a little bit of ginger in there. That's
Thank you.
absolutely amazing. Very important that you keep yourself hydrated, even if the homie beats you in a home workout. Okay.
Come on.
And Energade Zero is a fantastic beverage to have on you at any time, especially when you're active. It replenishes your electrolytes, it keeps you hydrated, and contains zero sugar. It still tastes amazing. So step up your game with Energade Zero. Zero compromise on taste and performance. And remember, you stand that chance of winning 2,000 Rand in cash and a hamper weekly when you step up your game with Energade Zero. Simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or our Instagram page and tell us what is your favorite Energade Zero flavor. And don't forget to include that hashtag step up your game in the answer. Follow and tag at Energade SA if entering on Instagram, and then at Energade if entering on Facebook. This week's competition closes at midday today, so get on it. Terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com. But let's hear it one more time.
Well done.
For Mr. Ryle,
Yeah.
1 second, Damone!
How many excuses you're going to make?
0.
That's also the amount of sugar in the new Energade Zero sports drink.
It's time to do something amazing, because, you know, you play some ball and then you have to actually eat some breakfast, and we've got the perfect recipe just for you, because think about this. You only need 2 ingredients to make the cutest breakfast ever. Now, we had a small basketball hoop session now, but what about a mini croissant cereal? And it was last seen on TikTok, and we love the idea so much we had to, you know, get all French inspired and bring in the best chef in the entire world to take us through, somebody who just knows all about making dainty, small pottery items, but then also croissants, which is actually so beautiful. Hello.
Hello, baby.
Hello, bestie. This is our time to shine together.
Also, 2 miniatures.
Yes, we are. We basically, these beautiful
This is made for us.
croissants. That's how this is going to go today. So you good? You
I'm good.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Why is there a knife in your hand? That's a very, very bad start, but okay. It's a knife in your hand. What are we doing today? And how are we going to do this? Because I know this has been massive on TikTok and it's been all
mini
over.
Donuts,
Yep.
mini
The donuts are
cookies,
cool.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with miniatures, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We literally just need a piece of puff pastry,
And-
like this,
And that's it.
and some icing sugar.
And then we're good.
Yeah. So, how about
Yes.
I start slicing this side for you, and then you can start
And I'll
rolling
continue.
there.
Okay.
So you want to cut them in about 2.5 centimeter strips all the way around.
All right.
And then slice that into triangles. Right.
Okay, right. Right.
Okay. Then you want to take one, right?
Yes.
And start rolling from the bottom up.
Okay, and then
This is what you do with large croissants as well.
yes, I know, but there's
You
more
would know,
butter in the layers, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah,
those
and
ones.
also real croissants aren't made with puff pastry, just so everyone knows.
Oh.
Yes.
We just thought that all the layers of butter was like the reason for it.
And look
That's
at
great.
that! Look at that! Look at that! And if you want to make it cuter, you can fold the edges like you would with a normal croissant.
And now we.
Oh!
Just, can you put that into the palm of my?
Oh! It's so
Sorry,
little.
I'm using that little pretty baby puppy voice.
The little croissant is so very cute, and I'm very happy about it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, as you were saying.
Just a baby.
I'm just a baby, yeah. That's why we love croissants. It's the best thing in the whole world.
Yes. So you were
Okay.
saying, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what you keep doing.
And then you just put this on the tray.
100%.
Oh my goodness! So
It's quite a
this is
tedious
just.
little task,
But it looks like it could be fun, you know, when you,
Yeah.
especially when you roll it up. And I think this is like fun for the entire familia to,
Yeah, to do this with your
get
kids would be
involved. You
great.
know what I'm saying? Just like that, and a little bit of a roll there, and then I made a little baby one. Look at that! I'm so proud of myself for a mini croissant.
Oh, it's so cute. It's
Yes.
so cute. So you
I'm
want to
so
go
happy
all
with
the
it.
way through the puff pastry. It actually won't take as long as you think. Bake it in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius.
But it's actually it's like a labor of love because you get to talk and you get to like, hey, how was your day?
I mean, if you
how
do
are
this on your
things?
own, it's a bit sad if you're talking.
I think that's fine. If you listen to some good music, like I think this is perfect. I think good music can take you through any tedious task.
Yes.
Which is great. So I love that. And then just talk to me about once they're done, they bake in the oven. You got them
Wait, but before you
sorted out.
make it, actually,
Oh.
you have to sprinkle it with some icing sugar.
Because isn't that
That's
going
gonna
to
create
caramelize
this-
and make a shine to it?
Yes, and it's going to give the sweetness that you want for your breakfast cereal.
Ah, because then you don't need to add the extra sugar. Then you can just actually enjoy it like that. And then you can choose your choice of milk, whichever milk you're on. So we're talking about if you like the dairy or if you like anything
I like
else. and then-
dairy.
Yes, and then, well, I'm sure you can do like a little oat milk or something to that. It'll be
You
fine.
could.
That's fine.
Or if you want to be super
Okay.
cream, you could use a chocolate.
Do you know what I'm being told now? I'm sorry, I'm going to call this out right now. Somebody just told me in my ear, see how many I can fit in my mouth.
Yes! Go!
I'm just saying, lady director, there will be a time. Let's go. All right. All right. So what do you want me to do? So I'm going to take this?
Take the whole bowl and just shove it in your mouth.
Take a whole, so a
All
whole
of
bowl
them.
of these and shove it into my mouth.
All of them.
Right.
Okay, in 5,
This
4,
is what you do
2, 1.
for you. So just as many as I can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. There's still space there. What was that on? 9, 10. Oh my gosh. Keep going. You're almost done with the whole bowl. What are we on? 12? I don't know. What was that? Do you need some milk to wash it down? 13. Nice. I understood that. Wow. Okay, that's a wrap. What are we doing? Oh, you can find our recipe online at expressoshow.com. Nice, 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 nice.
Defeat your mucus monster. Mucofizz. Loosen mucus and phlegm for clearer airways. Brought to you by Pharmacodynamics.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Friday, and I'm going to give you even more reason to celebrate into the weekend. Now, we are all about spreading hope this month, and there's always a good reason to give back to our community. Now, all children have the right to go to school and learn, regardless of who they are, where they live, or how much money their family has. Now, it's the basic foundation of knowledge, and one that instills social and emotional skills. Now, equipping learners for a new school year can be a big challenge for many families, which is why the Sunbake Back to School campaign is focused on providing some of the essentials, including access to crucial learning tools, equipment, as well as, of course, nutrition. So joining us this morning to discuss the incredible biannual campaign is brand manager of baking, Wasim Gangit, in the building. Wasim, how are you doing this morning?
Awesome, man. Thanks. Nice to be here with you.
Dude, it's really good having you here. What you're doing already just sounds phenomenal to me, and especially with the communities that we have all around us. Much needed indeed, right? And especially when it comes to education. But let's talk about some of the schools that you're working with, because obviously areas determine the different situations that people go through, and that can differ from person to person, right? So what are some of the schools that you are actually working with, and some of the circumstances that they're kind of dealing with that you're assisting right now?
So, look, we've seen schools from the corners of Bushbuck Ridge in Mpumalanga all the way up into Gauteng. And while a lot of these schools have unique challenges, there's many similarities in the lack of resources in these schools. And that includes things like ablution facilities, electricity, etc. And
the basics, right?
The basics, the absolute basics. And many of these schools have more than 100 students or 300 students per grade, which are then split into 100 students per class. Now, that makes the teaching as well as the learning environment extremely challenging, both for the learner as well as the teacher. So we as a brand have committed ourselves to ensuring we're able to enhance these learning experiences, and ultimately as a business understand that we're investing in the future of the leaders in South Africa.
I love that, man. I love that. And the fact that you're doing it through giving as well is such a definite way to see that we can ensure that we're doing good for others, right? Which is always an incredible box to tick. It always gives those good feelings as well. But is there anything else like incentivizing people that are giving, or there maybe like prizes involved in this perhaps?
Yes, yeah. So aside from the schools that can actually win these classrooms, we have individual prizes for people that enter. So you've got individuals can win one of 10,000 pairs of school shoes, one of 10,000 school uniform vouchers, which are actually vouchers that you can kit out yourself completely in a school uniform, as well as just over R1 million worth of airtime annually. So these campaigns run at quite a significant level across our full customer base as well.
And if you think about it, it's not just like one element that you need in order to make this a success, right? So it's like you mentioned, the nutrition. You've got all these other elements that are important in order to allow our kids to learn. Look, last year your initiative was bigger than ever, right?
Yeah.
And this year I'm sure that's going to be even more phenomenal. But what you're doing is, like I said, it's not just about basics. I mean, I'm looking at this and you've been giving away classrooms. Now I'm reading this, I'm like, what do you mean like classrooms? Like, are you giving the classes something? But no, you're actually giving full classrooms away. Can you tell me more about this?
Classrooms are prefabbed,
and
we have them actually delivered, sited, branded at the schools, and we set up a handover. But a lot of these schools, you know, what happens in these classrooms is that the learning environment is something that's not often great for these students.
Yeah.
So we give away. Previously, we'd give away 3 schools nationally, whereas now we've segmented this into regions. So we've got 4 regions and 4 classrooms. So we've increased the number this year. Now, what that allows is each region stands a chance to actually win a classroom, and makes it a lot easier for the schools in these areas to win. So it's a bigger promo this year, a lot more chances for the schools to win, and just adding value to more kids' lives. And that's what we're all about.
Man, you're doing such incredible work. I've got to commend you on this. This is incredible. It's so needed, like I mentioned earlier. And I believe we have the honors, because we're going to be announcing the 4 schools that are going to win those classrooms right now. Yes? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, a drum roll, please. We're going to be announcing those 4 schools. All right, so first up in the Northwest Province, we have Luca Primary School in Rustenburg. We had a total of 9,812 entries. That is huge, man. That is insane. All right. Next one, we've got Gauteng region. We had Khadime Secondary School in Pretoria with 12,253 entries. Absolute magic stuff. Third on the list, we've got in Mpumalanga, we had Waleng Primary School with a, actually, I thought I read this incorrectly, but it is correct, 21,000 entries. And then last but not least, we had the Limpopo region. We had a school at Rita Primary School in Tzaneen 2019 with 12,581 entries. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. This is epic stuff. Yes. Man, Wasim, I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for being a part of this, for being a part of the reason why this is actually happening. I think it's such incredible stuff, and you're definitely shining a light on some of the future that we have in this country and the talent that will definitely flourish from it. So, man, thank you so much. And yeah, let's celebrate the weekend. I mean, what more reason to do so?
Perfect.
Of course, Mzansi, today is also a reminder that giving back has the power to give meaning to your life. And Sunbake, nothing fresher under the sun. Absolutely love it. Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. The fun and games will continue. And when it comes to groundbreaking foods, Clover Go Nut Smooth Peanut Butter is made with 90% choice-grade peanuts. Bring it on. Perfectly grounded to create a smooth, spreadable peanut butter for those much-loved sandwiches, smoothies, and just pretty much about everything else. Now, as you know, Ollie has kicked off the Olympics, where schools across Gauteng will take part in nutty activities of all sorts, and we are absolutely loving it. So today we're going to be spreading the nuttiness in studio with our Go Nuts Dance Challenge. Let me introduce you, our two competitors. Dun, dun, dun. In the pink, we got the G-Man. In the darker pink, what's this color actually, like mauve?
This is electric. It's a racy mauve. It's called electric plum.
We've got
electric plum. Wow.
So listen up.
Pulsating plum.
Pulsating plum. I love it. All right, so every sportsman or woman has a victory dance, right? I'm sure we all do. We always pray for that moment when we finally take the win and pull the bolt arms out to do something crazy. So what our two competitors have to do today, they have 30 seconds each to balance a Go Nuts peanut butter jar on their heads whilst doing the nuttiest victory dance to the Go Nuts song. Now, viewers are going to decide who the nuttiest and most creative victory dance is by voting on our socials. So, gentlemen, do you understand the game? Anyone going up first? Anyone ready?
Yeah, you see, that's going to be a bit
You've done your hair perfectly for this.
Difficult.
And you get to choose between the big tub and the small one.
Yeah, I'll go for a small one.
I'll go for the small one, all right. You're keeping your ratios on point,
yeah,
right?
No,
the basket,
you got to know your lane.
I know where I fit in, and I know what fits me.
All right, you guys ready for this?
No.
DJ,
never.
Come on. DJ, can I get that tune? Play it for us. Boom, let's go. All right, 30 seconds starts now. Viewers, pay attention. Carlito's going for that side angle. G forcing and showing the core.
The dance depicts itself, really.
Oh, Carlito's a young drop. A young drop. She's still looking strong.
Oh, you know what this is?
Here we go.
Is this the victory, G? Is this your victory?
Yeah.
All right, DJ, cut it. Thumbs up. There you have it.
Thank you.
You stick it there.
Thank you.
I'll play Defying Gravity there, man.
You know what I'm saying? I had to work around certain things, but I got out on top. Thank you.
Wow. It's as simple as that, Mzansi. There you have it. Those are some of, I don't know if they're the nuttiest moves or not, and you get to decide. So visit our social media pages and let us know who you think has the nuttiest victory dance. And while you are at it, go and follow Clover's Go Nuts Social. More info to see how you can get involved without having too much FOMO. I like that, Defying Gravity.
You have to, it's actually, so, look here.
That's like the DJ.
This is what a winner does, right? That's how it goes. Go nuts!
I've got an idea. Our slice, you spread, Ollie. This will get us going.
1, 2. Go Nuts Peanut Butter. Nuttiness you'll never forget.
Made with love by Clover.
This one goes out to the brave ones who make it through no matter what's facing you.
Adcock, Ingram, OTC, sponsors of Brave, are spreading hope this October in honor of you.
So stand a chance of winning 2,000 Rand daily by answering the weekly Hopetober competition question on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter or Instagram pages using the hashtag Hopetober and hashtag sponsors of Brave.
This competition closes Friday the 28th of October. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Crush is about to unlock your 100%. On this exciting new TV show, you can realize your potential and live your dreams.
I dream of cooking in a 5-star restaurant.
I dream of singing to the world.
Buy any Crush and share a video of why it should be you to our WhatsApp line or upload it on our socials, tagging Clover Crush and hashtag Crush. Plus, you stand a chance to win your share of 500,000 rands worth of prizes. Crush, 100% goodness.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Happy Friday. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, here at S3, and two of South Africa's most iconic bands, Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels, and the Rockets are collaborating, performing as one supergroup on a show never before seen in South Africa and unlikely to be seen again. Now, I'm talking about their one-night-only performance at the Grand West Arena on the 5th of November. It promises to be something special. So no matter where you are in South Africa, I suggest go book your accommodation and don't miss the spectacle of note as these two legends join me on the couch on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Dr. Victor and Jerry Watt. Oh, my word. Never would I have thought that this day would come for me in my career, that I could interview both of you at once. I thought that'd give me one by one. But now it's a collaboration, which is great.
Thank you so much.
I'm excited, I really am. But let's go to you first, Dr. Victor. You, in this industry, have contributed so much. So the first thing I want to say is thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
for what you've done, especially on those stages. And now you get a chance to share stage with the Rockets. I think this is such an amazing collab. But being out and about again, how is it feeling, gigging again?
Just amazing to see the crowds again.
Yeah.
After 2.5 years of, you know, sitting at home and couch potato watching TV, it's just nice to be among the people.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And I mean, that's what you love. That's the energy that you have on stage with you and the Rasta Rebels. I mean, it's the best.
That's our fuel. That's our fuel. Yeah.
Now I can tell. The more people, the better the performance.
The more the merrier.
Right? It's like that. I love that. And Jerry, just for you, I mean, from a Rockets perspective, you know, Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels, whenever you have been on the same lineup, I always known that this is going to be a proper party. But now you have this idea of connecting, and there's actually a song, there's a supergroup happening over here. How is it feeling for you to have both of your sounds in one space?
You know, we've been growing up. I've known, we were both teenagers when we met up way back in Kimberley back in the day. And we've always grown up as two separate entities, the Rockets, the Dr. Victor. And this idea came about, Victor, about 4 years ago, we discussed, because in America there was two giant groups, Earth, Wind & Fire and Chicago did a thing together. And I said to Victor a couple of years ago, hey, we must do this. And eventually this year, we decided, let's do this, because we've been playing, people know Dr. Victor and Rasta Rebels, they know the Rockets over there. Over here, but together on one stage as one band is something else.
And I see so much for it now. I feel like there should be a cruise line only for you guys. Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels, the Rockets.
Excellent.
I feel like I would honestly stay on the boat. I wouldn't.
We gotta give him royalties.
Never. You know, but I mean, that's what friends are for.
Absolutely.
It reminds me of a song I heard recently. Oh, wait, that's your song. Never mind. Sorry. There we go. But this particular track, the collaboration, I'm very excited to have heard it and seen it, and I think we're going to see it this morning as well.
Absolutely.
But how was that process, you know? Just, you know, two long-standing friends literally singing That's What Friends Are For. That's going to be special.
I spoke to Victor about, hey, we got to get a song out because of the show and everything. We're getting together. And then Victor said, I've got a great song. That's what friends are for. It's been done through the years.
Yeah, of course.
But not this way.
No.
And you saw Victor helping me up here on one crutch. And whenever I walk, my hand is on him and leaning on him and said, that's what friends are for.
I'm your second crutch.
So that's how it came about,
On that, I thought you'd go Lean On Me then.
Yeah.
That's the upcoming single, Lean On Me.
We'll think about that.
See, there's more.
That's another classic. Come on.
Absolutely, yeah.
No, but you know, it's very exciting to hear this and to have this, its power. But of course, now we got the 5th of November. Now, people who love the Rockets, people who love Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels, now we get you in the same sitting. I don't think a lot of people will be able to handle the amount of energy on that stage. But let's tantalize the taste buds. What can we expect on a night like that?
We're gonna go from past to present, play all the hits from way back in the Rockets. Jerry and the Rockets, they've been my early idols, and I've watched them since I was as a teenager.
Yeah.
And now I get to play with my friend, my idol, my guitar hero. And we just going to take out all the stops. We're going to play from way back in the day with all the bones, all the hits. It's going to be
the Rocket,
all squeezed in one night.
Yes, and what we want to create at Grand West at the arena there.
Yes.
I said to Victor, we're gonna make it one big jaw. It's gonna be one big jaw. That's what it's gonna be.
Please, but I know it's going to be. When I saw you in the lineup together, I know what's going to happen. They shouldn't have seats in there. That's what I'm saying. We should just be standing up and jawling.
So the whole family, the Oma, the uncles, and the aunties, the children.
Yeah, they're gonna rock.
There's a few generations, and we're going to squeeze it all in one night.
Absolutely.
Leave it all on the stage.
And that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You two gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Our pleasure.
Dr. Victor and Jerry, I cannot wait to see these two perform a little later for you, because I know you're wondering, Carl, why are you so nice to me? But then I realized that's what friends are for.
Yeah.
See what you did there. See what you did there. Well played, and I cannot wait for that performance. For now, though, it's time to kick off national duties once again. And, of course, it's just about to go in the hour. And starting off with national news, Transnet's Port Authority in KwaZulu-Natal says all its workers are back at work. Booyah. Now, it has introduced the necessary measures to make up for the backlog due to the 12-day strike, which ended earlier this week. The managing director of the Eastern region, Moshe Motloyi, says cargo ships that were caught in the middle of the strike were being given priority. Now, yesterday morning, there were already 30 new ships waiting to enter the port of Durban. And ships carrying perishable goods were also being given preference, and that perishable agricultural products have been monitored. Now, sticking to our national news headlines, the Department of Health has announced that 72 hospitals will be exempt from load shedding. Now, this was to ensure uninterrupted healthcare provision during rotational power outages, and this being said by the department's spokesperson, Foster Mohale, who said the following yesterday. Now, with this, some provinces with facilities excluded from load shedding include Gauteng with 17, KwaZulu-Natal with 15, the Free State with 14, Limpopo with 10, and the Northwest with 1. Now, meanwhile, SA businesses as well as households will have to brace again for indefinite power cuts, as Eskom announced last night that the implementation of Stage 3 load shedding will occur until further notice. Well, from our national news headlines, we head over to international news. Now, Liz Truss quit yesterday after the shortest, most chaotic tenure of any British Prime Minister. Now, she was forced out after an economic program shattered the country's reputation for financial stability and left many people poorer. Now, the Conservative Party will now elect a new leader by October the 28th, and Britain's 5th Prime Minister in 6 years. Now, speaking outside the door of her Downing Street number 10 office, Truss accepted that she had lost the faith of her party and said she would step down next week. The pound, however, rallied as she spoke. Now, sticking to international news, the African Centre for Disease Control, otherwise known as the CDC, says the cholera outbreak reported in several African countries could be linked to climate change. Now, the CDC says it has noticed the pattern of environmental changes that has led to a surge in cases. Now, Kenya is now the latest African country dealing with cholera. And Dr. Patrick Amoth, Kenya's Director and General of Health, says the situation is likely to worsen, especially in drought-prone areas, as bacteria tends to multiply faster in warmer areas. Malawi, Nigeria, and Sudan are also facing outbreaks of cholera. Well, in lighter news reports, K-pop band and boy band BTS is reuniting tomorrow for a concert in the southern port city of Busan, which the South Korean government hopes will help win a bid to host the World Expo 2030. Now, BTS is the official ambassador for the World Expo 2030 in Busan, and titled BTS Yet to Come in Busan is a free concert expected to draw some 100,000 fans to the stadium. Now, BTS, which is the world's largest boy band and winner of 468 international awards, including Emmys, American Music Awards, MTV, and Brit Awards, will soon be joining the South Korean military for at least 2 years national service. But the country's defense minister said in August that BTS may still be able to perform abroad while serving in the military. Now, last year, BTS became the first Asian band to win Artist of the Year at the American Music Awards. Now, the group met U.S. President Joe Biden at the White House in May to discuss hate crimes targeting Asians. Now, meanwhile, Jin, a member of the band, will release his first official solo single next week titled The Astronaut. Well, on that flying note, I'll leave you with the rest of the headlines. And here's the G-Man with the latest when it comes to sport.
Thank you so much, Ryle. Let's get that fire stoked a little bit and focus on rugby. First up, the Springbok women's coach, Stanley Robenheimer, has made some wholesale changes to his matchday squad to face England in their final Rugby World Cup Pool C clash on Sunday morning. So only 6 players will start in the same positions they did last week against Fiji. We became so narrowly close. So it's team captain Nolasundiso Boy, then props Babalwa Lacha, Sanelasiwe Charlie, number 8, Aseza Hele, and scrum half Taylor Kinsey. And then on the wing, we've got Nomowetu Mabenge. And then South Africa are yet to win a match at the tournament after losing out to France. And as I said, coming so close against Fiji in their previous 2 games. But if they want to progress, they've got to do it against the #1 ranked team in the world. So sending them so much positive energy. Now we turn to football. Cristiano Ronaldo has been officially dropped from Manchester United's squad for tomorrow's clash with Chelsea. That was after his tantrum against Tottenham Hotspur. So Ronaldo stormed down the Old Trafford tunnel with several minutes remaining on the clock in United's 2-0 win over Spurs on Wednesday evening. The 37-year-old star reportedly told United's manager, Erik ten Hag, that he did not want to come on as a late substitute. Well, meanwhile, Arsenal, they're through to the knockout stages of the Europa League after a 1-0 win over PSV, and they've done it comfortably. Granit Xhaka with the winner as the Gunners now secured progression with 2 games left to spare. Then lots to get excited about on the cricketing front. None more so, I think, than for Sri Lanka and the Netherlands. They have both progressed through to the Super 12 stage of the men's T20 World Cup. That was following a thrilling conclusion to Group A. So they finished first and second in the group, respectively, to qualify for the next stage of the games, starting, of course, tomorrow. Having lost to Sri Lanka earlier in the day, the Netherlands qualified after a shock 7-1 win for the United Arab Emirates over Namibia to balance out the books. So Sri Lanka join England, Afghanistan, Australia, and New Zealand in Group A, while the Netherlands, they've got a mountain to climb. They've got India, Pakistan, and South Africa, and Bangladesh in their Group B. Then on to boxing. We've been watching the space quite closely, and now it seems that Tyson Fury will be defending his world heavyweight title against Derek Chisora, and that's at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London on the 3rd of December. So Fury has beaten his British rival twice before, back in 2011 and 2014, but it's been a while. The move comes following the collapse, sadly, of talks for a prospective unification title bout between Fury and Anthony Joshua earlier this month. The 34-year-old will be stepping into the ring for the first time since his successful WBC defense against Dillian White back in April. Chisora, he last fought in July, beating Kubrat Pulev via a split decision. Well, that's where we leave our sport for now as the roads start to wake up and you head off to work. Let's see how the traffic's doing.
Thanks a lot, G. Let's take a peek at your roads first. Now, let's go to Westville in KZN. There is a stationary vehicle on the N3 westbound. After the ramp from the Pavilion interchange at St. James Avenue, the left lane is closed. Please drive carefully and approach that area with caution, please. Now, Pietermaritzburg, still in KZN. There is a stationary vehicle on the N3 eastbound before the ramp to Peter Brown Drive. The centre lane is closed. Please drive slowly and do approach that area once again with caution. That's a wrap up on the roads for now. Let's take a peek at the weather. Now, this morning, our weather report concerns water and how important it is to Africa and most of the world. It's been discussed at the highest level. Minister in the presidency, Mondli Gugumbela, has highlighted its importance, saying it should be conserved, particularly during difficult times. This, as some 11 million people have been subjected to water cuts due to shortages in Gauteng. And Gugumbela said that during a cabinet meeting on Wednesday, it was agreed that more still needed to be done at national level to ensure water security across the country. He was briefing the media in Pretoria on the meeting and said that Rand Water was doing all it could to address current supply problems by supplying bulk public water to more than 11 million people in Gauteng, parts of Mpumalanga, as well as Free State and Northwest. Unavoidable restrictions, he said, aim to ensure that there is water supply and would remain in place until the situation improves. And of course, we have our thoughts with that particular area. You're going to get through this, don't worry. Now, from environmental news, we head on over to those sunrise views. We love these. In fact, they should be paintings and printed out. In fact, Dudley, yours is up first from Milnerton. You share this amazing morning view. It's magnificent. There's a reflection in it as well. There's water. It's a perfect way to wake up. So thank you for that. Emil out in Hartbeespoort captured this breathtaking photo from the luscious green grass to bold sun rising over the hills. Just a perfect view. It looks like a dream. Leanne Leanne sent this one from Ocean View whilst walking her dogs, taking in the fresh air out in Stilbaai, and finally taking it out of our borders. We have Leroy Chimu from Zimbabwe, who shared this bright and bold morning sun glimmering through the trees before heading to work. It just looks like a picture of positivity, and we love it. So please share yours, your sunrise image, even a sunrise video, no matter where in the world you are. 063 408 8863. I'd love to feature you in this weather segment on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Let's take a peek at that weather. In fact, the temperatures across South Africa. Polokwane, let's start with you. 15 is how you start your day, and you rise to 29 degrees Celsius, quite warm. Bombela, you got 19 on the cards as you wake up, 28 as a maximum. There is some thunder expected, about a 40% chance. Pretoria, 15, rising to 29. Johannesburg, you got 14. You're up to 27 a tad later. Mahikeng, 17 to 30 today. Klerksdorp, 28 is your high from a low of 17. Also, rain and some thunder, an 80% chance for you. Kimberley, some precipitation, 43% chance, 17, rising to 30. Bloemfontein, 14 up to 27 degrees Celsius. Almost a guarantee of rain. It was not raining already. 90% chance. Richards Bay, 21 rising to 25. Pietermaritzburg, 18 up to 26. Durban, 21 up to 25. Umtata, you can expect some rain as well. A 41% chance. There's going to be thunder too. 26 and 15 are your temperatures. East London, 17 is your minimum to a maximum of 24. Cradock, you're going to top at 29 today. 14 is your low. You've got 16 on the cards. 22 is your maximum. 64% chance of rain. George, 13 up to 18. Cape Town, you've got 12 and you rise to 20. Worcester, 8 up to 29. Sutherland, 8 to 26 today. Uppington, you're showing off once again and topping the temperatures. A 55% chance of rain coupled with a 36-degree maximum. So do hydrate and stay in the shade as often as you can. As long as you enjoy your weekend with us, we are very, very happy. Another update in 1 hour on your Feel Good Breakfast show, and of course, more action as the gentlemen stand by.
Oh, it's all about winning. I feel like this whole week we have just been giving away money and giving away prizes, and it's awesome. Well, I say we lightly. Of course, it's not us. It's Tropica, and you have the opportunity to win big with Tropica Island of Treasure simply just by buying a Tropica. Buy a promotional pack of Tropica right now. Follow the details on that pack to enter and stand a chance of winning your share of literally thousands of prizes.
Yeah, listen to these prizes, man. This is something to get you excited. Now we're talking about airtime, we're talking about data, AEG fridges, Island Tribe hampers, Rest Assured beds, plus limited edition Tropica bags, towels, tents, cooler bags, and cushions. The beach is sorted. You don't have to bring anything.
It's going to look like an oasis. Yeah. You're gonna know where you're sat on the beach. I love it. And the more Tropica you buy, obviously, the more chances you stand of winning. You can find those terms and conditions on clover.co.za. And of course, we have the honor of announcing some of the winners. So make sure that you go out and get your Tropica this weekend to enter. And we could be saying your name on this show. Plus, you can, of course, enjoy the taste of the islands and the taste of the island life while watching Tropica Island of Treasure. And that's tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. right here on S3.
I can't wait.
Tropica is back with the best of the best in the All-Star Season 10 of Tropica Island of Treasure. All the stars are competing to win big, and so can you. Simply buy a Tropica promo pack, follow the details, and enter for your chance to win your share of thousands of smooth prizes. The more you buy, the more chances you stand to win. Catch the All-Star Season of Tropica Island of Treasure this Saturday evening at 6:30 only on S3. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Welcome back, you beautiful souls. Thank you so much for keeping it locked on this gorgeous Friday morning. It's going to get a little intense now. Internationally acclaimed psychological thriller titled Mlungu Wam, translated into Good Madam, as I understand it, premiered at the Castle of Good Hope last night after featuring on multiple international platforms, talking about the likes of the Toronto International Film Festival. Now, this much anticipated South African horror satire will be making rounds this October in South Africa, and it's a must-see. In fact, let's terrify you right now. Take a look.
But family picture it's not that umama kayithandi lena. Cha le ndlu sikibe ngathi ayimthandi umama. Sisiwenza ntoni kumnyameni? Baby sizovula ucango to. Awulokho boka lakhe mos. Ayikho elinye ikhaya ngaphandle kweli khaya.
Alrighty, if that's what we're allowed to see in the promo, just wait. Now, chatting about the ins and outs of Mlungu Wam this morning is co-producer and co-writer Babalwa Bartman and co-producer and director Jenna Bass. Guys, what are you doing to us? Good morning, ladies. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations, first of all. Well done for getting it across the line. And it's crazy. I think whenever I chat to South African filmmakers, it's first like, well done, you've done it. You actually got there, because I know what it takes to bring something like this together and do it this well. So congratulations. I'm terrified to ask Jenna, what is the premise of the film? Please break it down, because I think there are layers to this as well, which we're going to delve into, but set the scene for us.
Sure. So Mlungu Wam is about a woman called CD who has a really bad relationship with her mom, who's a domestic worker and who's been working for the same white woman in Constantia for 30 years. And so she's never had a good relationship with her because her mom's always been that side, taking care of that family. But when she loses her house, she's forced to go live with her mom in the back room, and she has to take her young daughter with her. Oh. And she's trying to kind of like sort out her life and heal the relationship with her mom. And she starts to just get very curious about this weird woman who her mom works for and the kind of very toxic relationship they have. And as she investigates, things start to get very dark.
Woo-wee. There is a look and feel, and I mean, I hate comparing creators to other creators, but a lot of people are speaking about the Jordan Peele-esque vibe. There is something about telling a horror story that addresses social ills in the style that just hits, and it hits hard. I'm just going to have goosebumps probably for the rest of today, I think. But Baba, what is it about this way of capturing a story that allows you to tell multiple stories at the same time? Because I have a feeling people are going to be learning some hard truths along this crazy journey.
Yes, I think maybe hard truths is probably like you nailing it. And I think that's the horrific aspect of this film, is that it's the truth about our society that has kind of like taken on the role of the monsters.
Yeah,
your typical
and it's almost worse.
Yes, so which essentially is worse if you think about it. And I think that's why this genre was so great, in that it allows us to heighten, you know, all the ills that are in our society, but then to also use them as, I mean, it is our reality, but at the same time, it is quite horrific that we've normalized, you know, there are certain aspects of our lives that we've normalized that we shouldn't, which are essentially, you know, quite scary and are the monster.
Yeah, we've become desensitized, and I've been saying this for the longest time. Stop making American stories, make South African stories, because we've got some scary stories to make. First of all, thank you for setting the scene like less than a kilometer away from where I live. That's going to be great for the rest of my life. I'm thinking it's one thing to have a great story, to have a great cast, great writers, everything, but you still got to pull it together. And during a time where it probably was the most difficult time to do anything collaborative, how did you guys do this? How did you manage that production of this film?
Yeah, so it was shot during the pandemic in 2020, but still when things were under relatively hard lockdown, so it was a really crazy time to make a film, but I think we were making the right film to make it possible, because so many of the bigger productions had to close down and there was just nothing happening in the film industry. But because you know, this was a film we planned to shoot before we knew that COVID was going to happen, but it just turned out that it was already so contained. We were all going to kind of be focused on this one location, which is that house. And then we all, basically, the house you see in the film is where everyone stayed, and everyone lived together. We shot there, so it was very intimate, very intense. But I think everyone was just so glad to be working, also because
you can pry this production out of my dead cold fingers. There's no way we're going to stop shooting and stop making a film. I get that, because it does take so much to get to that point, to get the finances together, apart from anything else. A difficult line to walk, because now we're telling a South African story to South Africans, but also to a global audience. We're going to need translations. We're going to need subtitles. So much must get lost in that. That side of this must have been a journey on itself. How did you manage that element of the film?
Yeah, I mean, there's an actual saying in Xhosa which is like, "Isixhosa asitolikwa," which literally means there is no translating Xhosa. So every time you get into a situation where you tell a story like this and you have to translate it, it does become a bit tricky. I mean, the expression of Xhosa in comparison to the expression of English, it's worlds apart.
Literally worlds apart, yeah.
But I guess it's the intent. I think what's important to us is telling stories in our language, you know. So the responsibility then to make sure that it can translate into other spaces is something that we take on. And I think we get better with it every time we do it. We were having a chat the other day, and I was saying that this is better than the last film. And I think even going forward, it's going to become one of the key important areas is how really we tackle translation to make sure that, you know, everything hits. So it's something that we are intentional about getting better at all the time. So it's still a bit of work, but yeah, we're intentional about making sure that the story translates, and that's the best we can do, even if it's Xhosa is a challenge.
But the joy is here. It's not just the words that you've got now. You've got the lighting, you've got the performance, you've got all these other tools in your bag to be able to create that meaning and let people truly understand what's behind the language and the culture. You guys have done something amazing. Yes, the goosebumps are going to come back again. Now I can see it's truly phenomenal. And I joke about us being present at the time of becoming, but I have a feeling that this could be that moment for you. And if you say you're only getting better now, I stagger to think about where you are going as a unit. Congratulations, guys. This is going to terrify a lot of people, which means it's doing its job. It's Mlungu Wam, a pop-up cinema and night market on web tickets. You can get it on the 20th to the 5th of November. So 20th of this month up until the 5th of November. Webtickets.co.za. Go and terrify yourself.
I'm so proud. Honestly, we've got so many great talents in this country. Creative talents to the beauty of our lands, which is just breathtaking. Whether you're a tourist or a Cape Town local, there's no better way to explore the mother city than on the iconic city sightseeing Red Bus Tour.
Oh, it is such a goodie indeed, and we are not sure why we didn't crack an invite, but Carlitos over here
I did.
He cracked the nod, and he took the day off to do some exploring and even hop on and off at a few wine farms along the way. Oh, you're making me jealous. Oh, let's check it out.
Oh, hey. I know what you're thinking. Why am I standing in a line? Well, I stand in lines too, especially when the adventure is the Red Bus Tour. Amazing. I'm looking for the mini Peninsula Tour. I have this baby over here.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You can just tap
Are you ready? Hey?
I am ready.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
Love it. Oh my word. How's that? 10% off when you use your MasterCard at any of the Cape Town City Sightseeing Red Bus Tour spots. That is absolutely incredible. If I knew that, I may have brought somebody like Graham or Tabiso, or Kat, or Ryle, or Zoe. Anyway. So whether you've been living in the city for 36 years, like me, or maybe you're visiting from abroad, there's no better way than marveling at the wonder than on this Red Bus Tour. So I'm currently on something called the Mini Peninsula Tour. That's really gorgeous. We started at the V&A waterfront, just past the foreshore, and now we are in one of the most famous streets in Cape Town, Long Street. Many a memory made, many a memory lost in this beautiful street. But over to our next point of interest on this tour, and that is the Mount Nelson Hotel. So we have officially entered the Constantia wine route, and I can tell you there are 4 epic stops. Groot Constantia, we've got Eagle's Nest to go, Bow Constantia, as well as Constantia Neck. Absolutely beautiful. But I'm going to tell you one thing. What's even more beautiful is the wines. Karen, it's difficult for me to talk to you with all this majesty around us. It's so beautiful at Eagle's Nest. How has the wine tourism industry and the travel industry fared over the past couple of years?
Well, look, I think COVID impacted everybody,
Yeah.
but wine tourism specifically had a huge knock. Wine tourism contributes 7.2 billion to our country's GDP, so it's a big player. We were hit a little bit harder in South Africa because we had our alcohol restrictions. So we managed, we rode the wave and we've come out the other side and we are excited for the season ahead.
I'd love to know a bit more about the MasterCard travel campaign and how that's supporting everybody in this wine valley.
Yes, we are excited about our partnership with MasterCard, and we've put some really cool and exciting priceless experiences together for MasterCard holders.
Well, I'm really excited about this season. I know the tourists are going to love it here. In fact, locals are going to love it here because can we just turn very quickly and just take a look at that? Megan, I brought you to the vines because I know that you're very comfortable here as a viticulturist, you know, a winemaker at Bow Constantia. So I think chatting between the vines would be great. I've heard via the grapevine that there's a great partnership that is happening in the Constantia wine route to make sure that the road to recovery is a bit more enabled. I know that a lot of people have suffered. We've mentioned this at length, but partnerships are what will enable any recovery of any industry, and it's happened for you guys with MasterCard.
I think that what MasterCard has done as a partner for us is incredible in the way that in collaborating with Vinpro and Cape Town Tourism, they basically gave us access to a far bigger market, a local market, and it's really exciting that we're finally seeing locals arrive at our doorstep, even though tourism wasn't really possible.
And as you go up, you take everybody up with you. But we have to nourish this industry with some younger, aspiring individuals who want to be entrepreneurs, who want to enter the wine industry or the travel industry. And somebody with your acumen, I'm sure you can give them a couple of pointers to enter this type of world.
I think be authentic about what you do, be authentic about your business and who your target market is. I think have a lot of fun, don't be afraid to fail and fail often.
This is fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing pearls of wisdom. I know that many people watching you right now will be inspired. I mean, you're a young mover and shaker in the wine industry, and the more energy you put in, the more people know that it's possible. So thank you for all the work that you're doing. I just wanted to ask you one quick thing.
Yeah.
You do have wine here, right?
Absolutely. I thought you'd never ask.
Okay, that's great. I just wanted to. I'm not gonna drink the wine. I'm just going to. I want to see it. You can cut. I'm a bit speechless. Because if you think about what we experienced today, it is the quintessential Cape Town experience. Think about it. Extraordinary views and world-class wines. And if you want to do it, this is how. Do remember, MasterCard card holders get extra benefits and discounts whenever they use their card on these incredible trips. So I'm going to say to you now, book your next adventure, because I guarantee you, it'll be priceless. Hey, who would have thought I could drink on the job? Hey!
Hey, remember that trip looked awesome. I've never done that. I've always seen the bus go past, and I thought to myself, why should I do that? I'm a local. But you've given me literally every reason to jump on that thing. It looks amazing.
You have to, and if you look at MasterCard and the discounts you can get, it makes it so much easier to be a tourist in your own city. And also, they've developed so many wine routes, and there are so many more to explore. So I'm going to tell you, I'm challenging you. Go for it. Just don't drink on the job.
Deal. yes, it's the weekend. You know what that means. It's time to see what's happening at the cinemas with the beautiful JP Sebastian.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Yes,
the
man.
beautiful Ryle.
I missed you, brother. How you doing?
I missed you too, man. Let's hug it out. No, I'm pretty stressed. So I need...
What are you stressed about? What stresses a fella like you?
Regular work stuff. A guy in a shirt this casual, right? I look like Hawaii and I'm stressed. But no, exactly what I need right now are these kind of like action-packed de-stressors.
Yeah, bring it on.
Presently showing on circuit.
On cinemas, so we can book this right now. We can get our entertainment on. What do you got for us, man? What's on the list?
How about you say that first one to me, because I haven't slept. At least say the name. What is it? Barbarian.
Barbarian.
Don't get that excited. It's
not in that tone.
We'll get into the sword slashing later.
Okay.
In fact, this is set present day.
Okay.
I don't know if you'd like the scenario, or if anyone watching would like the scenario at all, but the leading lady has to go for a job interview in another city. There, she obviously books an Airbnb, finds out that the thing is double booked, apparently.
Okay, yeah.
The guy there, who is Bill Skarsgård, which is bad enough because he's the clown from It, says, oh, well, he booked on a different app, so maybe you can just share with me for the night. There's a storm outside. She feels like it's too dangerous to book a hotel too late at night in this area that the app did say, look, this is a dodgy neighborhood.
Yeah.
Maybe you just want to stick it out kind of thing. She goes there. She gets into the basement because she's trying to find some TP. Guys, just stack TP on you like grenades, rather, like sellotape toilet paper on yourself. Goes down into the basement. There she finds, in It's house, not the same movie as It, of course, that there's routes and their passages that lead off. Yeah, it gives you bad feelings already. There's subterranean tunnels where she finds a camera where it's set up for what looks like a kidnapping kind of situation.
So she didn't scrap the TP and just go back upstairs?
I would.
She went deeper.
I'm pretty sure I would have relieved myself. No amount of TP would help. But what's worse is she starts to find other subterranean tunnels that lead off and go deeper under the house.
Okay.
Now, we don't know just yet from watching just this trailer. I've not seen it myself. I really do want to, because there are a lot of people, by the way, saying about this movie, you're telling me Disney made this? Because dang. Like, it's pretty scary.
Out of their comfort zone, eh?
Yeah, and apparently, they, as a production company, they did very well. Zach Kreger, the director, did very well, and he was in collaboration with, at least in a conversational sense, he's not credited here, but apparently informed a lot of how he made this movie was Jordan Peele. No.
Oh, wow. Yes.
The master was working with this director, so you probably have good quality.
I got you.
On circuit, go enjoy it right now, South Africa.
Cool, man. Next on the list, I don't know if I can say it in the tone that I did previously, medieval.
Well, now you can get to your slashing and swinging. Look at that. Don't you
that deserves it.
Wake up like that?
Wow.
Like, I want to stand bolt upright in bed.
It looks like a remake of The Gladiator in a more modern era. What's going on?
Hey, well, there's actually something similar to Gladiator a bit later. But speaking of Gladiator, man, I've been saying to you for a couple of weeks now, like whenever a Bollywood movie comes along and it's swords and it's maces and it's axes, I say, where are these sword and sandal movies anymore?
Yes.
Stuff like Gladiator. I miss that stuff. It all ended up being pirates, where the Pirates of the Caribbean, where the black sails and whatever. We went through these phases, and obviously the superhero movies drowned out all that stuff.
Yeah.
But hopefully there's some sort of comeback to, hey, Michael Caine, for whatever reason. I'm sure he's just picking up a check in this movie. He's like, I was born in the medieval age. Why would I be here? Like, I should be on a pension. Like, Medieval is presently out on circuit in South Africa. It follows the story of Jan Žižka, who is a Czech hero of the 15th century. And apparently, I read on Wikipedia, because now I'm the pro on this. I'm really not. Please don't troll me about this, Czech people. I'm really sorry if I get any of this wrong. But the one-eyed fighter was apparently undefeated in every battle he was in, according to Wikipedia.
Okay.
So the dude is pretty jacked, as you can see. He finds out that there's a plot against his king. Good King Wenceslas looked out. That from the same song?
Yes.
You know the Christmas Carol?
Oh, you're going back, eh?
No one apparently recognizes that, and I just embarrassed myself. But action-packed, sword swinging, sword slashing. It's going to be dumb as heck, and I'm there for it. I need to, like, empty my brain.
I'm here for it as well. Yes, that sounds like entertainment on another level. Next on the list, we've got Vikram Vedha.
Yeah, so we spoke about this before. Guy, Bollywood, I have so much respect for that, because all the stuff that we like laugh at or we're tongue-in-cheek about is like, yeah, we know Bad Boys is corny, they dive in slow motion and whatever, but secretly I watch it kind of.
We're all here for it, yeah.
Of course, there are people who don't watch it secretly. I mean, like, there are people who have Bad Boys tattoos and whatever. But Vikram Vedha, guy, like, Bollywood is leaning into this stuff. They do not care. It's high production value. It's got all that. Look at this. Like, seriously, it looks like a. This is the most testosterone. That's testosterone falling.
How's that for a scene, man? 60 frames per second, rain coming down, chest on bound. relax. I'm here for that.
No, seriously, I'm tempted to like just go mindless on this. This is what we deserve, and Bollywood, like I said, is not being ashamed of this. It's like that corny action where people are like scooping each other. Sorry, the word is trapping each other across the room. Because clearly this goes down way too much. So the story being very similar to, I think, the Departed type situation.
Yes.
Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio, and this one dude who seems like a really good actor who's firing the gun there randomly. It doesn't matter. Yes, diving away from an explosion. Give it
just casually on a zip line.
Yes, diving somewhere. He shot a car in such a way that it flipped. Yes, wrench. Yes, shoot at the sugarcane. Why not? Okay, there goes my whole...
I don't care what you say. Every young boy thought they had this within them when they were growing up, playing with a plastic or wooden gun.
Boys, girls,
this is the dream we all looked up to.
Look at that poster. The guy's like taking a rugby pose. He's doing the haka and firing at the same time. I'm so pleased by this. Seriously.
Look, man, last on the list as quick as you can if we can get through this. Shin Ultra Man. This is a biggie for you. I know you're excited.
I'll get to it really quickly. So similar to us, in the old days, we had Diswarkat in South Africa.
Yeah.
This is the level of corniness for Japan. They grew up on this kind of stuff in the 60s, but present day actually looks pretty decent. Hideaki Anno is the guy who did the production on it, guy who did previously Evangelion, etc., etc. A dude in a skin-tight suit that set the pace for stuff like Power Rangers. Actually, on South African big screens, if you're a nerd for Japanese kind of culture, this is for you.
Look, JP Sebastian coming through when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to the classics, and everything on the cinemas right now, so don't despair. Get your tickets, get into that cinema, and get the action going, because JP is absolutely coming through with a list of bangers, and this is the one that made the top 4 for this weekend. So, brother, I can't thank you enough for sending us into the weekend, getting us hyped and getting us pumped. And if this doesn't do it enough, then his shirt definitely doesn't. If that also doesn't do it, then listen to Carlitos now, because this definitely will.
So we go from Ultraman to Ultra Band. You got two massive groups coming together for an amazing song. Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels and the Rockets. It is going to be a spectacle of note. And you know what? That's what friends are for. Here's the track. Enjoy.
Never thought I'd feel this way. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad I've got the chance to say that I do believe I love you. And if I should ever go away, well then close your eyes and try to feel the way we do today. And then if you can what friends are for.
Switch to Red, travel the world, and connect anywhere with flight discounts and international roaming. Get the new Samsung Z Flip 4 on a 600-minute Red Cormo voice plan for 1,339 Rand per month. You save 2,400 Rand and get a free hotel voucher. Plus, trade in and save up to 10,000 Rand with Vodacom, SA's leading network. Available in-store or online. Further together. Vodacom.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, we're back. And yes, he's back with the best shirt to get you hyped for the weekend. JP Sebastian here to serve us once again. Earlier, we were talking about some classics that we need to go and check out this weekend that's out in the cinema. Lots of action, lots of magic, and this title up next is all that and more.
All of those movies are
Black Adam is here.
Steamrolled, a swift kick in the Blackademia nuts.
The Blackademia nuts. I see what you did there. Man, talk to me.
No one needs to see that.
Talk to me, man. This one has been hyped for months now. I've seen The Rock just going ham on his socials and everywhere talking about this. Just doing
Is that the diet there? Just a strict ham diet.
A little bit of ham, yes.
Okay, so, sorry, me being cheesy. Cheese and ham go good together. Black Adam is a DC superhero movie, and obviously people have been wondering, can The Rock pull off this sort of like semi-half bad guy, semi-half good guy, this kind of thing? This is out today, by the way, just so you know why I'm talking about this. Aside from The Rock, you also have Pierce Brosnan, well, you know what? Actually, no, I'm eating into my own plan here. What I really did want to do is show you, thank you, Rudy, our cameraman, for showing me the windmill sign. JP, move on. The first little clip that I want to show you is a featurette of the people themselves, the horses' mouths behind Black Adam, getting into what it all is, what this world is, because it's brand new to a lot of us. So let's
bring it on.
Fans have waited decades to see their favorite JSA characters come alive on the big screen.
The JSA was actually the first superhero team in the DC universe.
In the team, you have the senior versus the new recruits.
Carter Hall is the leader of the JSA, better known as Hawkman. He is a warrior through and through.
Brace yourself!
Dr. Fate, he has power to teleport, foresee the future. Be prepared.
Atom Smasher and Cyclone, they're newcomers to the JSA.
Counterfly, I get big. He can modify his molecular structure so he can get bigger, heavier, and stronger.
Cyclone has the ability of aerokinesis. She can manipulate wind patterns.
To tell you I'm excited is an understatement. I cannot wait to introduce the JSA to the world.
All right, interesting.
Do you feel like The Rock could pull off bad guy? Because he's obviously been spick and span for most of his career.
He has been, yeah, but it's nice to kind of see a different side to him. I do think he can pull it off. I mean, count the amount of movies the guy's been in the last few years alone. It's in the double figures and more, right?
It's not so much like, pull off. It's a question of, like, he's been such an iconic good guy for us for, like, the 98% of his movies. But I'm sure, we'll find out just fine if he is. In fact, because we don't know just yet which side Black Adam sort of chooses. Why that is because let's go into his past a bit.
Okay.
The character from 5,000 years ago, which is about as old as he is from an ancient place called Kandak, which is some sort of stand-in proxy for Egypt or half of anywhere in the Middle East. We see they don't want to use real names.
So it's not the Scorpion King, right? Just to confirm.
It's easy to be confused. The graphics here look a touch better than the Scorpion King. That looked 8-bit. This. So his son is killed, actually, because his son has this sort of principled heart to say even a slave should have the right to speak out. And for that, he is destroyed by the royal family, which then Black Adam, he has these powers bequeathed to him. I don't know if you remember in Shazam, there was Jimon Honsu's character who gives the guy the Shazam power. And so he's this wizard. I don't know if he appears in this, but that wizard group is definitely in this too. And they grant him these powers. They find that they've made a bit of a mistake because this guy's heart is still way too broken by the fact that his son was killed.
Yeah.
And he takes revenge on absolutely everyone. And so these wizards lock him down for 5,000 years. 5,000 years later, you have the Justice Society on his hands because he's woken up by this one special word, Shazam. That was a good timing there. Atom Smasher, Atom Smasher, Dr. Fate, who DC stresses Dr. Fate is one of our oldest heroes. He's not Doctor Strange at all. They don't say that in the production notes, but they feel super similar. Obviously, there's so much that it's hard to sort of reinvent the wheel with a lot of these movies, but I'm sure it has its own unique feel. I do hope, though, that just from the visuals that we're seeing, because I've not seen this myself just yet, that we do get a bit of a larger world than just this constrained to Kandak city that you're looking at here, but the design looks really sexy on this, looks really, really impressive. I get the feeling that they're holding their cards close to their chest on this one. Obviously, it's not just the case that Black Adam is the main bad guy. They're probably going to introduce a secret, hidden, sleeper character too. Maybe won't be so bad. Good director on your hands here, Jaume Collet-Serra. Previously did Orphan, a creepy little horror with that little girl. Wink, wink. I won't spoil that for you.
This is in good hands, technically. Right?
Yeah, he's competent. So that's out today.
Competent cast, competent crew as well. I mean, starring Dwayne Rock Johnson, I see Noah Centino, Sarah Shahi, Pierce Brosnan,
Dr. Fate,
Dr.
007.
Yeah, man. So obviously bringing some prestige back to this one, of course. And man, this is one that I'm definitely getting excited for.
Do you want to take another look?
Have you got more?
Yes, we've got more.
Yes,
so
bring it on! Bring it.
And apparently all these years that he spent as a kid looking into the life of Black Adam years ago.
Black Adam is something that has been part of my DNA and my soul. Ever since I was a kid reading comic books, I always gravitated towards Black Adam because he was one of the few who looked like me. Plus, he was always badass.
DJ has had such a deep passion to make this film many years now, and he really is just taking the bull by the horns.
I always knew that if we were ever to make Black Adam a reality, it would require the hardest work that I've ever put in my life.
Oh, definitely a unique side of The Rock. I'm telling you, I'm getting my popcorn ready and I'm going to go watch this one. Obviously, no popcorns for this one.
No
because it's
popcorn.
just come
I've
out.
not seen it, but yeah, I just hope that it's not too fun-phobic, because Shazam was actually like plenty surprising on the fun side.
Well, Mzansi, you're going to have to go decide. Black Adam is coming out in cinemas very soon, so get your tickets, get involved, and maybe you can assist us on those popcorns. But right now, speaking of popcorns, I'm getting quite hungry. It's time to get to the kitchen. JP, thank you for plugging us in for this weekend as well. It's been an absolute honor having you, as always, and the shirt. Let's head to the kitchen and fill those bellies up now.
JP, we love you, bro. Have an amazing weekend. Let's continue to be creative right now in the kitchen because we've done some crazy stuff. This one is a kid-friendly breakfast recipe that is perfect for relaxed weekends, mornings, or brunch, and yes, for the adults as well. We are talking about French toast waffles. A fun and delicious way to enjoy the taste of French toast in the form of homemade waffles, yes. Finishing off with some maple syrup, my favorite, and of course some berries because we can. This is what happiness is made of. Michaela, can I have a happier face, please? There we go, that's a happy face. This is a daunting recipe, but it shouldn't be, right?
Is it though?
Because
it's really not.
There's things, I like destroy waffles and pancakes and flapjacks. For some reason, I just can't make them.
Maybe it's because it's always starting from a batter. In this case, you aren't really making a batter. You're just making like a saucy bit that you dip your bread in.
Oh, you've saved me already.
See?
I love it. Okay, now the flavor is going to be all important here. Okay, well, actually, it's not all important because the bread is going to be quite important. And which bread have we selected here?
Brioche.
Yummy. I love brioche. What is it about a brioche that makes it so special? Why does it look like
It's the eggs and the butter and the milk that goes into it.
Okay.
It's an enriched dough.
It's been enriched.
If you make a good brioche, it actually takes like 24 hours. So you make it the day before, you prove it, bash it down, prove it again, and then allow it to prove in the fridge, which is a slower proof.
Okay.
Oh, it's incredible.
That's when it starts to get really healthy, enriched.
100%.
I love it. Okay, so what's going into enriched? What's going into the batter, the sauce of egg mixture, I don't know what you would call that professionally, that our bread is going to be dipped into?
Eggs. Did you say bread or did you say eggs? I got confused there. I don't know what was happening with my brain. Eggs, cream, sugar. We have some cinnamon. I love cinnamon. A little bit of nutmeg. I'm only using a little bit of that because nutmeg's not my fave.
Okay, but you can always add more if you love it, but just be restrained.
And vanilla essence.
Okay.
Boop, boop.
Beautiful.
And you literally just whisk that all together.
Yummy. I mean, I'm thinking, I love the idea of a brioche. You could use like a little raisin loaf or something like that as well. Could be quite tasty.
Chocolate chip loaf.
Ooh, get out of town. And then you've got the berries and the cinnamon mix as well to kind of balance that all out. It's going to be spectacular.
Syrup. And the best part about a waffle is the little holes.
To hold the syrup, yeah?
Exactly.
Come on,
exactly.
Get out of town.
Okay.
I like the maple syrup profile because there's something I was trying to ascertain, like an earthiness, or there's something about maple syrup that's just, it's not too intense, not like a golden syrup that's just going to blow you away.
Yes.
It's a bit more balanced. Okay, so I see the tricky part is making sure that you don't
break the bread.
Break your bread.
Okay, drain any excess off.
Okay, otherwise you will have little strings of scrambled egg.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that sizzle?
Yes.
Yes.
And you could, you spray your little waffle pan with a bit of spray and cook it just to be careful.
There is some butter there. Could you just pretend as if I did it?
Yeah, no, I guaranteed that our kitchen fairies did it for sure.
Good.
Look at that.
Then you close your waffle iron and you get it to your standard of goldenness.
Oh,
I like mine quite golden.
Yeah, I prefer quite a nice caramelization on the outside, and you want it to be nice and light and fluffy in the middle, so not too dense with the dip. And that's my biggest thing is I often will leave it to soak for a little bit too long.
Yes.
So just kind of use a bit of restraint there, as I said. Easy peasy.
Nice. No, I'm just going to keep holding these.
Until the next one comes around. I love it. And then you can find it on expressoshow.com. I'm going to waltz across this side and have a little bit of a taste.
Nice.
Because these are going to get chowed. I have no doubt that these are going to last about 3 seconds. So I'm going to take one blueberry.
I love a good old blueberry. It doesn't want you. We're stuck to that maple syrup.
It doesn't know me yet. That's right. It just doesn't know me yet. There we go. Wow.
Ooh, some ice cream on there would have been like incredible.
Absolutely, but the berries, you need that summer kind of fruit addition there, but it's the cinnamon and the nutmeg kind of shining through there. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful texture, amazing. Ooh. Absolutely delicious. If you want to make one of these for yourself, which I suggest you do for you and your kid lumps, go and find it. ExpressoShow.com. Beautiful.
Nice. It's oozing.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
In case nobody has told you, happy Friday! You're on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, and we're back with two of Mzansi's most iconic bands together. Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels and the Rockets, and they're jamming with us ahead of their one-night-only performance at Grand West. Make sure you get your tickets, 5 November. Here's a teaser. It's called Got to Be You. Come on. 2 bands, 1 night, 5 November, Grand West, Grand Arena. Get your tickets now. Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels and the Rockets sending you into a different stratosphere. They have some more for you on your Feel Good Breakfast show soon. But before we get there, here's some news.
Oh, absolute magic stuff. Of course, it's just about to go on the hour, and it's time to kick off with national duties. One last time for our Friday. Now, starting on national news, Deputy President David Mabuza says the new Eskom board will soon announce the future of CEO Andre de Ruyter and his executives. Now, Mabuza said the board was currently completing a review of their performance, and he has, however, pointed out that government, as a shareholder, will not interfere in the daily operations of the power utility. Now, Mabuza was answering questions in the National Council of Provinces, and the questions he faced were primarily about Eskom. Now, the Deputy President also had praise for the new board, saying it is competent and capable. Sticking to national news and, of course, getting excited for their performance later, as you can hear in the background. But Transnet's Port Authority in KwaZulu-Natal says all its workers are back at work. Now, it has introduced the necessary measures to make up for the backlog due to the 12-day strike, which ended earlier this week. Now, the managing director of the Eastern Region, Moshe Motloyi, says cargo ships that were caught in the middle of the strike were being given priority. Now, yesterday morning, there were already 30 new ships waiting to enter the port of Durban. Now, ships carrying perishable goods were also being given preference, and that perishable agricultural products have been monitored. Well, from our national news headlines, we head over to international news now. Following the discovery of a mass grave containing 25 bodies, Malawi police have arrested 72 Ethiopian men who were found hiding in a forest reserve near the northern border town of Karonga. Now, 10 Malawians have also been arrested on suspicion of being part of a syndicate involved in trafficking Ethiopians. Now, on Wednesday, a mass grave was discovered in a government forest reserve in Mzimba district, some 300 kilometers south of where the Ethiopian men were arrested yesterday. Now, in other news, Liz Truss quit yesterday after the shortest, most chaotic tenure of any British Prime Minister. Now, she was forced out after her economic program shattered the country's reputation for financial stability and left many people poorer. Now, the Conservative Party will now elect a new leader by October 28th and Britain's 5th Prime Minister in 6 years. Now, speaking outside the door of her Downing Street number 10 office, Truss accepted that she had lost the faith of her party, and she said she would step down next week. The pound, however, rallied as she spoke. Now, reporting on some interesting news and some welcome news for many, I'm sure, Greenpoint in Cape Town now has a pedestrian crossing in the rainbow colors. Now, the worldwide symbol for the LGBTQIA+ community. Now, this district has always been home to many of the LGBTQIA+ social amenities in the mother city. And the crossing is also supplemented with a pink strip painted on the sidewalks, which reserves and serves as a pink route to guide visitors and tourists through this iconic LGBTQIA+ neighborhood. Now, the pedestrians crossing in the rainbow colors, violet, indigo, green, yellow, orange, and red, is located alongside Somerset Road. Now, City Mayor Mr. Gordon Hill Lewis also said, and quoted, "Cape Town is known for its vibrant LGBTQIA+ nightlife and community. We wish all to feel welcome in our city, where we embrace diversity and the addition of this bold pedestrian crossing to our road network, which will help spread this message," unquote. Now, the pink route is some 20 centimeters wide and painted on the sidewalk, and it's a fun way for visitors to get to know the area and a great addition to Cape Town's tourist offering soon before the peak holiday season. Now, it's also intended to celebrate Cape Town as an inclusive city. Well, with that, I leave you with the rest of the headlines. Here's Carl standing by to give you the latest when it comes to traffic.
On the traffic desk, and don't worry, I'll be brief. Let's start in Bellville, Cape Town. There's heavy congestion on the R300 northbound at Old Paarl Road. Expect delays, and please have some patience this morning. Over to Joburg in Fourways, there has been an accident on the N1 North after William Nicol, causing huge delays from Malebongwe Drive. Please approach this area with caution or use an alternative route. Get to work safe this morning, and please make sure that you know that patience, it may be bitter, but its fruits are sweet. On that note, let's take a peek at weather. Here's Graham.
Kind of made a meal of that one, Carl. Let's get into our weather service. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for, again, severe thunderstorms resulting in localized flooding and localized damage to property. That's expected over the eastern parts of the Eastern Cape. Now, the color coding as well as the numbering issued by the Weather Service is determined by combining the level of impact with the likelihood of the impact occurring. And the Weather Service has said extremely high fire danger conditions are expected over the David Kruiper and Kaigerib local municipalities of the Northern Cape as well. And the Northern Cape farmers have suffered devastating losses in wildfires in past weeks, as an estimated 30,000 hectares have been destroyed. And our hearts certainly go out to them at this point. Extensive damage has been caused to the infrastructure, understandably. Nicole Janssen, president of Agri Northern Cape, has said the affected farmers need urgent support in terms of animal feed and the replacement of infrastructure. If you can help in any way, please put your hand up right now. Well, from thunderstorms and warnings to some of the beautiful skies that you wake up to every morning, let's take a look. Eunice Summersell captured this interesting shot of the clouds rippling beautifully together out in Rand Park Ridge. And Tanya from Caceres Beach snapped this pastel view from her home, bringing a feeling of being on holiday. Oh man, imagine waking up to that every day. Brad Bennett's showing off a magical view of the ocean as the waves roll up with the sun blazing in Umkomaas. And then finally, Yolanda from Kales River sent this picture-perfect shot from her street of the bright light blazing through the clouds. That's how you wake up and share your day. I love it. So please keep sharing those beautiful sunrise images and videos. You can use our WhatsApp line 063-408-8863. Right, the foot of the weekend. Let's see what the temperatures have in store for you. Let's start in Polokwane, where your low is 15, going up to 29 degrees. In Bombela, 40% chance of rain, 19 your low, going up to 28. Pretoria ranging between 15 and 29. Johannesburg, your low 14, going up to 27. Mahikeng, 17 and 30. 80% chance of rain in Klerksdorp, where your low is 17, going up to 28. In Kimberley, 43% chance of rain, a low of 17, going up to 30. Bloemfontein, expect the rain, 90% chance, in fact, 14 your low, going up to 27. Richards Bay, slight chance of rain with a low of 21 and a high of 25. Similarly, in Pietermaritzburg, 18 your low, going up to 26 degrees with a 40% chance of rain. Down in Durbs, expect a bit of humidity with a 25% chance of rain, a low of 21 and a high of 25. Mthatha ranging between 15 and 26 degrees. East London, you can expect or a chance of rain, at least 40%, 17 your low, going up to 24. Craddock, 14 is your low, going up to a high of 29 degrees. Gqeberha, your low is 16, going up to 22 with a 64% chance of rain. Likewise, George, 13 and 18 your range with a 25% chance of rain. No rain in the mother city, low of 12 and a high of 20. Moving inland to Worcester, 8 is your low, going up to a high of 29 degrees. Slight chance of rain in Sutherland, where you kickstart your day on 8, going up to 26 degrees. And as always, Uppington brings the heat. 21 is your low, which means a pretty high, 36 degrees. In fact, it might be tempered by a little bit of rain, a 55% chance of rain. But as we always say, regardless of the weather, make sure it's a beautiful day.
It is going to be a beautiful day indeed. And we have a young Aristotle here just sending the quotes all day long.
Did you not hear what? I'll say it again. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Come on.
I love it.
I'm full of quotes today.
You got any more for us?
Of course I do.
I can bring it, bro.
Nelson Mandela said it best. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear.
Wow.
Thank you.
Bring it on, eh?
It's Friday. I'm in a mood. You know? I'm in a mood today.
Oh, I love it. Now listen, in the spirit of Hope-tober, Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, continues to spread hope through South Africa and giving you the chance to win 2,000 Rand daily this October. Yes, I'm here for it. Now, this is a week where we all had to do, and all you had to do, was share what hope means to you. It was that simple, and we've got a lucky winner this morning. Can we get a drum roll, please?
Here we go. Here we go.
Our winner is Paul Montclair!
Yeah! Can I do another quote? Can I do another quote? Let's do it. This quote's by Paul. Listen properly. Hope and bravery means trusting and believing that things will work as they should, and never letting fear hold you back from going after things, having belief and executing. Now that's hope and bravery. Hashtag sponsors of Brave. Hashtag Hope-tober. Mpo.
That was actually brilliant.
It was. I felt that all the way reading that. That was amazing.
Well, listen, it doesn't stop there. It's not just quotes that we're going to read out, but we actually have a winner on the line.
Yes!
Right now. Paul, are you there?
Hi, hello, you guys.
Hey.
Good morning.
So, Mpo,
Hi.
did I do your quote justice when I read it out like that? Was that okay for you?
It was perfect, actually. Very perfect.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh, but this is why you're a winner. So how does it feel for you today? It's Friday, you've just won something. What's the feelings like?
I'm so happy. Like, it couldn't have come at the right time. So I'm very, very excited. Thank you so much, you guys.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure, and you don't deserve anything other than 2,000 Rand, and possibly even more if we could.
Yeah.
But maybe I can ask you this question, seeing that you write so eloquently. I love how you put those words together. What do you maybe think that we can do to spread hope to those around us this Hopetober?
Honestly, I feel like by just being positive, just bringing that positive energy and being your authentic self, I feel like that is spreading hope all over. Just being positive and happy around people. That will do it for me.
Love it. Couldn't have said it better.
Wow. Okay, well, you did mention something, Mpo. I did hear you say it couldn't have come at a better time. So where's this cash going to?
I'm going to spoil my little sister. It was her birthday on the 3rd of October, but unfortunately I couldn't do anything for her, so now I feel like I can spoil her.
Oh, well, belated birthday to you. Nonetheless, happy birthday, sis. I think that's an incredible cause, and congratulations once again. Kickstarting your weekend with 2,000 Rand, because you deserve it.
Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you.
That was sensational, and Paul, thank you for that. I honestly, I love that quote, and this Hopetober, we're going to get so many more. In fact, keep spreading the hope to those around you in whatever way that you can, and to stand the chance to be our next lucky winner of 2,000 Rand, a cash prize, of course, courtesy of Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave. Look out for the weekly competition question on Expresso Show, the Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram pages as well.
Yeah, and of course, don't forget to use the hashtag Hopetober, and of course, the hashtag sponsors of Brave.
Hopetober is a month of hope, brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, inspiring communities one pharmacy at a time.
feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back. It's just one of those shows.
Yes, it is.
If we've just looked like 5-year-old boys sitting in like the corner of a playground the whole day, just going, like we found a frog or something, I'm sorry. We're tapping into our inner boys today, and we love it, okay? And hopefully you're feeling the same. It just has been a magical show, and more amazing music coming your way. It's a standard. It's going to get you in the fields. But right now, back to reality. Boom, we're going to bring you back down to earth as we play another round of the eye-opening game. Guess the price. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to show you a grocery item or a list of grocery items, gents. Okay, you know the drill. And then you're going to guess the current price. Not the price last week, okay, or 2 weeks ago, because it's probably different.
Changes that way.
This week, okay. Now, it almost feels like everyone's caught up with inflation now. They're like, oh, okay, we can hike up our prices like 500%. And these are staples that most of us will buy at some point. Okay, let's kick it off with 400 grams of smooth peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter. I was paying so much money overseas for peanut butter, just buy it. It was like 5 odd euros, works out to like $100.
$100.
So it's got to be cheaper than that. I'm gonna go with like a $50.
Okay, you want to go with a $49.99,
I'm gonna go for a $39.99.
Okay, nice. Let's see who is 44. Okay.
That's
Split the difference. Split the difference. Okay.
All right.
That's okay. That's not too bad. And I think that's good value. Okay. Being this time of the year and month, salty cracks, obviously what we're all living on. How much does are salty cracks still end of the month? Salty cracks. Let's find out. What do you think?
I hope so. Up on this one. Maybe like a 30 bones, $30.
Okay.
$29.99.
Sound like you're negotiating. I can't change the price, bro.
Come on, just $5 off. I'm gonna go for $32.99.
Wow. Okay. Let's see.
I know it's exorbitant.
Boom. 34. I'll take it, eh?
But also,
I'll take it. Yo, I know. Hey, beginning of the month, salty cracks now. We're going to change the name. All right, it's a bit of a treat at the end of the day, a Cadbury Top Deck Slam.
Oh, I remember beginning of the year, I was cracking into these. They were like under $20. I was cracking into them, eh? Like late night splurge. Surely inflation's got it at about like 22 Rand, maybe? Okay. I don't know.
25.
Yeah.
It's like that confidence.
25.
That's a man who's bought some chocolate recently.
Oh, it's under
look
20
at
bucks.
that.
How interesting is it
You got skinned, eh?
that our luxuries are a little cheaper?
What's going on, actually?
It's a good sign.
Coming in the staples.
All right, so you talk about a staple. It doesn't get much more staple than this, an eco mop, okay?
This is a curveball.
This is...
I like to vacuum.
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea what an eco mop is going to set you back.
Okay. Does it, and including the little moppy thing, I reckon like a maybe...
If it doesn't, I'm going to be upset that day, eh?
Okay. If you go with like a $1.99, $1.99.
$1.99. I'm going to go $1.20.
I was going to go $1.24.
$1.20.
Let's see what the answer is. $1.69.
You're closer, actually.
Maybe a little bit closer, yeah.
But I mean, come on. Must saving the planet be so expensive, guys? Come on. Okay, this one really is that staple. Brown sugar.
Right.
Otherwise, you're going to be going next door. Can I borrow a cup of brown sugar?
I honestly don't know. I don't have sugar in my house. Literally, like I don't.
Okay, stop showing off, Raul. Okay.
No, Virginia, I have no clue. What is it, a kilogram?
It's 2 kilograms. That's how you buy sugar, bro.
Brown
Sugar's cheap, right? So it's going to be like...
He gets one of those little...
$30? $30, maybe? $30?
I don't know, man.
2 kilo. 2 kilo,
Do some baking,
easy,
you know?
$42.98.
$42.98. It's on special.
Oh,
yes, you're in the zone,
yes, I am.
You're getting your cooking on. You're baking.
I'm just clearly too much sugar in my house.
He buys groceries.
So I don't look like Ryle.
You live off the food you take out of the studio and protein shakes.
I grow my food.
You might actually grow his own food. That, I told you, it's an eye-opener. But it's so worth going through this exercise yourself. And if you want to save money, you need to know what you are paying. So always be mindful before just throwing anything into that trolley or that basket. And please keep even more money in your pocket. And if you want to do that, use your Nedbank American Express card. It's like a little life hack. You can buy your groceries at select major retailers nationwide and get 1.1% in cash back every time you pay. It's free money back just for doing your groceries.
Nice.
I use it for petrol. That's how I pay for my petrol.
Nah, that's smart. I like
We should go cook something with sugar now.
Yeah.
Deal. Let's do that.
Sugar's a sweet substance that you...
James is on a long overdue holiday. All because he chose to invest in an electronic Optimum Plus account.
Yes. Seriously.
Be like James. open a Nedbank Electronic Optimum Plus account and get an effective interest rate of up to 12.4%.
Now that you know how to save when you shop, let's put those groceries to good use with this recipe. These Be Well chocolate madeleines are the perfect companion to your cup of coffee, infused with deep flavors of coffee and cocoa and dipped in a stunning espresso glaze. It's going to be great and the perfect way for Ryle to use sugar. Now, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Bring the sugar on.
No, it's
Of course, we're going to get...
We've got Be Well in, which is actually fantastic, and it's filled with nutrients, which is also good.
It really is, and it's the hero ingredient of this one. I'm going to get straight into using it right now, and we're going to start off with, let's say, somewhat of our wet ingredients, and then we've got our dry ingredients, which we'll mix into together, and then I'm going to ask you for the finale, which is going to be the toppings. But before we get into that, I've got 3 eggs over here. Firstly, we've got some sugar that can go into there. So there we have it. There we got it. That's sweet stuff.
How does it feel to use sugar like that? How does it feel?
Feels naughty. Like
it does, eh?
Yeah.
And so, look, you know that madeleines? I've heard that they're probably named after a pastry chef in France in the 19th century named Madeleine Pommier, who actually may have created this. It's still a speculation, which is
I don't know if
one of
you're
those
being
things.
serious or not.
I'm being very serious.
So
you didn't believe my quote earlier. I'm full of knowledge today. And also, while you're pouring your Be Well, believe this much, okay? Be Well extra virgin olive oil. The Be Well extra virgin olive oil carries a fresh grasp aroma and, of course, its distinct peppery aftertaste that is sure to liven up your favorite dish. It contains all the natural vitamins and antioxidants for your auntie found in olives. It is also high in monosaturated fats. You can believe that. Those are facts that I know.
Nice.
Okay?
Nice.
I know those things.
I like you, actually. You can
do
stick
you
around.
like me? Also, believe the Madeleine Pommier story from the 19th century.
All right.
If you don't believe me,
I'm gonna go verify that earlier because you were telling me someone else says your quote and I found it was actually Aristotle. So you can't be trusted.
Graham's gonna Google it now, and then he'll confirm after you're done with the recipe.
All right, so we're almost done with the recipe, so it's almost time to find out the truth. What I've basically done here is kind of just whisk all those wet ingredients together, and then you end up with something looking like that. Don't forget our Be Well is already in that, and then we're gonna move over to the dry side of things.
All right.
So I've got some flour in here and some cocoa. I'm gonna also add some baking powder to this.
Perfect.
A little bit of salt for some balance, and then we're gonna throw in some coffee grounds. Yeah, that's how we do it.
This is it's not only a treat, it's kind of like also adds to a bit of an awakening, you know? So it's like a dessert that kind of lifts you up.
Awakens the soul, I like that.
All the things inside you. Let's just say if you've been to like world champs of life-saving, and then you need to just kind of balance things out because you've been eating like, you know, maybe like ice for the past couple of weeks.
Ice
to
and
train,
lettuce.
Madeleines. If you want to train, have a Madeleine. It's a new T-shirt for Rile's range.
It is heading into summer, and I do have those feels, obviously, coming away from a comp like this. So this is something that I'm making, and I'm chowing all day. And essentially, once I've just folded all those dry ingredients together, that all goes into the bowl over here. And then once again, once we've just poured it all in, we can kind of get our whisk back on, and that'll take us to our final stage.
Great. So while you whisk, I'm going to whisk my thing, because I've got some icing sugar, and I've got 2 shots of espresso. So I'm going to add them together to create a beautiful glaze. It's going to really just...
Is that what you call it? I think it was icing. It's called a glaze.
Yeah, this is a glaze.
Is that a fancy word for icing, or is that not?
No, well, the thing is, like, so icing, I suppose the application would be like around a cake or on top of cupcakes, and then a glaze is something more that's like a thinner layer to give something a beautiful sheen, especially when your cake's got a matte finish. So that's how we do it.
Icing that went
and
to
essentially
school.
What we that's exactly what it is. You know, it's like a very fine, but essentially what we have is a beautiful color.
Oh, that does
look
good.
And I love the color of it. And as soon as they sort of top the madeleines, that's where you get that glossiness. And you want to see that, especially if you've got those tiered tea settings. It's so beautiful to see the madeleines on there.
You know, any chance to have a quote on glossiness just hiding under your...
No, I definitely do. You know, that's it. I'm saying, you know, you have 2 choices in life. You can either shine or glaze, but never ever be phased.
Oh, wow. Mic drop. There you have it. The man just keeps on coming this Friday.
Just saying that. Right, I've done that. We've got a glaze ready.
You done on your side? I'm pretty much done on mine too. Beautiful. It looks and smells absolutely delicious. And just to show the cameraman, look at that. Oh.
You did so well for an individual with no sugar in their house.
No sugar in the house.
So well with
Madeleine. All right, so what we've got here is our Madeleine... what is it? Not a cutout? What is this, like a...
What
is this thing?
What did I get? It's
a mold.
Yeah,
that's the word. It's called a mold, all right. So basically, this has actually come out of the fridge or the freezer. The reason why is just to kind of maintain and keep its shape. Otherwise, if it didn't, it will kind of just end up all floppy and stuff. So what we do, take that beautiful mixture, pop it inside our mold.
Look at us cooking together, hey? You know, when is our cooking show going to happen?
Oh, careful what you wish for,
That's it. It's going to be great. It's going to be like a mixture of healthy desserts. That's it. It's perfect balance.
Healthy desserts. Maybe we can do it like in the mountains somewhere.
We could.
Like hide.
Do you have a spare spoon? I want to glaze these so I can taste
your glaze
because
on, my
I know
friend.
that
I've got you.
You may be
Grab one of
intermittent
those.
fasting, but I'm intermittent eating. So let's do this, okay? So let's
What does that mean? You just eat like whenever?
Hold on. So I'm going to do a little bit of a preparation like this because I like a bit of drama.
Now you're getting fancy.
Okay, look at this. And I'm just saying that's my plating design. Look at that. Oh, that is what I'm talking about. Just like that.
Gents in the kitchen. I know Zoe would have loved this.
And you know what? Let's break a fast together. Let's
All
do
right,
this together.
Squire, we're going
Let's
in
go.
together.
We're going in together. Go.
Wow,
That's your one
all right.
there. And then that's my
Oh,
one.
you feel that? It's not as like crispy as I thought. It's soft, mushy. Brother, cheers to you. Cheers to Fry.
Cheers.
Here's
Yes.
getting the weekend started.
That's it.
This
This is
awakening.
beautiful. It is. ExpressoShow.com. Go get all the recipe and all the ingredients. Oh my word, this is amazing.
This is good. Well done.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. While I chew, forgive me, okay, but I need to tell you this. While the Be Well is doing its work with the Madeleine, okay, you can win big. They're giving away a 150,000 Rand grand prize. Plus, you could stand a chance to win your share of 50,000 Rand. Simply purchase your favorite Be Well product, take a photo of yourself and your Be Well product, and send the picture to any of the Be Well social media platforms or to their WhatsApp line, which is 060-582-3678, along with your name and contact number. T's and C's can be found on the Be Well website. Good luck to you. And remember, if you want to train, eat a Madeleine.
Vincent was always very healthy, so it was a shock when he was diagnosed with colon cancer.
I'm a self-employed accountant, and the chemotherapy treatment made me too tired to work, at the same time as having to find extra money for unexpected costs. Then I had a stroke as well.
As a family, we would have faced years of real financial hardship if Vincent hadn't taken out illness insurance.
I wasn't expecting it to happen to me, but my insurance was a great relief.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's your feel-good breakfast show, and it's time for us to take a look at what's happening on the small screens. Now, Fathers Matters is a Heartlines initiative to promote the positive and active presence of fathers in children's lives. At the center of the project is the Heartlines Fathers Matters series, 6 anthology films set in various contexts around South Africa. In the finale, titled Manskap, we follow Kyle, a troubled but promising young man, unemployed, fatherless, and raised by a single mother, Sandra, Alexandra. With nothing much to keep him motivated besides his love for cars, Kyle finds himself in the clutches of a powerful local gang leader, Roy. Can Bra Warren show Kyle a better path? That's the question. Well, today we catch up with actor Bradley Olivier, who plays Bra Warren in Munskap. Good morning, Bradley. How are you?
Good morning, Zoe. I'm fantastic. Thank you. It's lovely to be on your show. I'm a big fan of the show.
Oh, well, listen, we are a big fan of you. And, you know, as a conclusion of Heartline's Fathers Matters, the series Munskap, it touches on the father wound inflicted on many children in Mzansi. Bradley, can you explain this to us in the context of the film?
Okay, so within our film, and I like to say that I'm from Paul in the Western Cape, and I grew up just across from a neighborhood called Chicago. And within my friendship circle, I've also noticed the impact of fatherlessness. And even though Munskap is set within Johannesburg, you know, it's a universal story. And it's a story most teenagers go through. I feel like myself as well, growing up in those kind of neighborhoods, there's always two options for you. It's whether you follow the light or whether you follow the dark path. And this story sets Kyle within the center of that external and internal conflict, and how fathers play a big role in what kind of decisions the youth make.
I can imagine. Now, when it comes to Munskap, what does that have to say about the enticing yet clearly dangerous world of gangsterism on young people?
You know, within the context of our story and our world, and also within the reality, it's when you grow up around these things, there's not really a lot of options for you. You know, it's almost like when you're born into that world, your path has been laid for you. That's either church or this gangsterism. And the thing about the gangsterism and the streets is that everything they do is so charming, it's so enticing. They sell you a world of glamour and of power and of influence. And I think within Munskap, that is also at the center of that, is that the bad things are the things that entices us mostly. And I think that is also what Kyle is struggling with, you know. And I think between Bra Warren and Roy, they are literally the physical representation of your kind of destiny. There's only two options for you to go.
And I hope they know that there are more than just two options. Now, I wanted to know from you, how important are positive social circles, whether you find it in religious, sports, or cultural groups, to the well-being of young people in a community?
Wow, I can't express how important that is, because I've also myself been within some bad circles, and then also, luckily, the better circles won. And with me and my friendship circle is just everybody's so supportive of everything everyone does, and everyone likes to tell you the truth. Whether you're going down a bad path, where you're making good decisions, or whether you're making bad decisions, because we tend to listen to our friends more than we would listen to our parents or the authority figures within our lives. So choosing the right friends with the right values, with the right vision, with the right circumstances, and with the right family mindset, I think that goes a long way. I think if, you know, in my late teens or in my early 20s, if I stuck around with some of the sour apples, I don't know if my life would have turned out the way that it has, because, you know, in my life, friends are so important with building that sense of community. So I think that goes for everyone, you know, because you become the environment that you are in. You start representing the social circle that you are in, whether that is good or bad. So choosing the right friends is of utmost importance if you want to have a healthy life and a better future.
Oh, well, Bradley, you're dropping such pearls of wisdom. I feel like I need a little bit more from you, because the theme of Hopetober, we want to ask you, do you perhaps have a message for the youth of Mzansi who may be going through the same situations as the characters of Andrew or Kyle?
Yes, I would just like to tell everyone that even though sometimes when life seems hopeless and that there's only one path, I guarantee you that there is not. There's always a way out for everyone. I think there are people within all communities who wants to help everybody. So I just want to let everybody know that there is hope. No situation is hopeless. I can speak about some of my closest friends who have been through the darkest patches of their lives, and they've come out on the other side stronger because of support systems. So please reach out to the positive figures in your community, in your life, because there's always hope.
Oh, well, Bradley, thank you so much for joining us this morning and dropping those pearls of wisdom and injecting some hope on our Feel Good Breakfast show.
Thank you, Zoe. Thank you guys for hosting me, and thank you for promoting this series, because this is an issue that's also really close to my heart. So I just want to thank you and your team.
It definitely is a issue that's close to many people's hearts, so be sure not to miss the final episode of Heartline's Fathers Matter Months Cup. It's airing this Saturday, the 22nd of October at 8:30 p.m. on SABC2. Share the magic and make sure to tune into SABC Daily for an endless stream of content that builds the nation.
Oh, thank you so much to Zozo and Bradley. I love this, reframing fatherhood in the South African context. Now, when we speak about the South African context, Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels and the Rockets have been that for us for the longest time. And of course, we put it to you guys this morning. What is your favorite Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels standard? So let's hear from you, the real fans out there. Let's kick it off with Elizabeth. What's your favorite, Elizabeth?
Good morning, Expresso team. Here you catch me out without my teeth. But here's my special favorite. Johanna, give me hope, because October is melting.
Joanna, give me hope. All right, that's going to get one massive vote. I love it. I feel you, Elizabeth. Let's hear from Alfonso.
Hi, good morning, guys. My favorite song of Dr. Victor is Twan Twan Twan. Alfonso the side. Thank you.
Thank you, Alfonso. And let's hear lastly from Jackie. What's your favorite
Good
standard?
morning, Expresso family.
Morning.
My favorite Dr. Victor songs are I Love to Truck and Give Me Hope, Johanna.
I
And this
Love
is
to
Jackie
Truck.
Koopman from Johannesburg.
Oh, we love you, Jackie Koopman from Johannesburg. Have an amazing weekend. I Love to Truck is always there. I'm going to say every song because we absolutely love it. You have sang our life story, and you guys do it so well. This little union is something truly special, and I know the fans are going to absolutely love it. We have got one more performance to enjoy with this group of geniuses behind me, and this one's going to get you into the weekend feels. It's Welcome to Cape Town, baby.
When you come to Cape Town, the city by the seaside, you'll meet a lot of friends, have lots of fun. Cape Town #1. Sunshine, beaches, vineyards, the good times, say hello there. Under Table Mountain, big and blue, Cape Town welcomes you. Welcome to Cape Town. Let's see you smiling. Put on your dancing shoes. Cape Town welcomes you. It's summer and it's New Year. We're so glad that you're here. So come along, old friend. Happy days again. Cape Town's round the bend. Welcome to Cape Town. Let's see you smiling. Put on your dancing shoes. Cape Town welcomes you. Welcome to Cape Town. Enjoy the party.
they would bring it, and they brought it. You know, for such a big guy, you got quite a sweet voice, eh? Oh, they brought the guns this morning. You can see these absolute legends collaborating in the most beautiful way. Grand West Casino on the 5th of November. It's Dr. Victor and the Rustle Rebels and the Rockets One Vision collaboration. And these guys really do share the same vision. And it's, yes, I know it's awesome to have all of these friends together operating, but they're there doing it for each other. And that's something so special. Be a part of that magical moment. Wow, guys, well done. Phew. That was wicked.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now, we want you to switch to Red and unlock more with Vodacom Red's amazing rewards and benefits that simply cannot be missed. It's a Friday, baby, and you know what that means. We're about to enrich someone's weekend, literally make them richer. Now, last week's Red Pop Quiz winner walked away with 2,000 Rand, not bad. And we invited you guys to join in on the Pop Quiz fun and joy by entering the weekly competition. And we've got this week's lucky participant on the line. A very good morning to Butleng Tamai. Butleng, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir. I'm fine, thanks. And how are you?
I am so much better for seeing your gorgeous face. You got the color brief as well. We're matchy-matchy. That's got to be a good sign. How are you feeling? Are you ready to win big with Vodacom Red?
Yes, sir, I am ready.
You look ready, girl. That smile is ready. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. For every question that you get right, you get 500 Rand. Easy peasy. And then the kicker. If you're an existing Vodacom contract customer or recently switched to Red, and by recently I mean you switched over to contract in the last 30 days, you stand a chance of doubling your winnings. But let's kickstart the process and get into our first question. Are you ready?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, good luck. I'll try to make this as easy as possible. The first is a true or false question. Is this true or false? Switch to Red Core Plan with a Samsung Z Flip 4 for only 1,549 Rand per month and receive a free hotel voucher. Is this true or false?
It's true.
Of course it's true. Well done. You've got yourself 500 Rand off to a flying start. Brilliant. Good job. The next one is also a true or false question. Hey Iris is a digital concierge service that gives Vodacom Red VIP customers access to a digital on-demand personal assistant service. Is this true or false?
It's true.
Are you sure? Of course you're sure. Yes, it is true. Sorry, I'm gonna put you through your paces this morning. That's $1,000 in the kitty. Well done. Let's move on to question 3.
Okay.
Up to how many months insurance cover do you get on your device when you switch to Red? Up to how many months cover do you get when you switch to Red?
It's 24 months.
It is 24 months! Oh, you did your legwork. You've been studying for these exams. Well done, Butleng. That's brilliant. $1,500 in the bag. Question 4. How many gigs do you get with your Prime Video Mobile Edition 30-day free trial? How many gigs do you get?
It's 10 gigs.
Of course it's 10 gigs. Well done. 2,000 Rand, done and dusted. You are smashing this. Oh, one more question. Let's take it. Let's take it, girl. Another true or false. You can stream and download content in standard definition with the Prime Video app on your mobile phone. Is this true or false?
It's true.
It's true is the answer. And you are correct. 2,500 Rand. I'm going to give you a round of applause. Well done. Woo! Oh, that is amazing. All right, now for the kicker. So first of all, well done. You absolutely aced that. Now the moment we've been waiting for. I've got to ask you an all-important question. Are you a Vodacom contract customer, or have you switched to contract with Vodacom in the last 30 days?
Yes, I'm a Vodacom customer.
Do you have a contract with Vodacom?
No, sir.
Oh, sister, I'm so sorry. We've got to actually have a contract to double the winnings. I'm so sorry. It's not just for Vodacom customers, but you've got to actually have a contract or have moved to a contract in the last 30 days. But 2,500 Rand ain't bad. Congratulations. What are you going to spend the money on?
I'll give it to my mom.
Oh, man, because you're just beautiful and you're amazing. You are gorgeous. You seem like the most lovely person. Thank you so much for doing your hard homework before coming into this. Well done on winning that 2,500 Rand. You are a really deserving winner. We love you, girl. Go and have the best time ever. And hopefully your mom will take you out for lunch with the money that you give her.
Hopefully.
Oh, what an absolute sweetheart. Oh, we are inviting you guys at home to join in on the Pop Quiz Fund too. Stand the chance to win up to 2,500 Rand and then the opportunity to double those winnings if you're a Vodacom contract customer or have switched to Red contract in the last 30 days. So to enter, it's pretty simple. Click on the link on the competition post on Expresso, our Facebook or Twitter pages, then fill out the simple entry form and we could be calling you to partake in next week's Red Core Quiz. Entries close Monday the 24th of October at midday, so you've only got the weekend to get on it, so do it. You can find all those terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. Vodacom just keeps on delivering the goods, so switch to Red and unlock more. In fact, double your money with Vodacom.
Get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 on a 600-minute Red Core More voice plan. Plus, get a free hotel voucher. Further together, Vodacom.
You know, when it comes to a Friday dance, I mean, we could just go and say, move the coffee table and move it from there, but I think it's so important to meet the creatives behind it. Now, this one is a trailblazer, an individual who's been in the entertainment industry for over 20 years. The professional experience that she has gained over this time has been outstanding. A dance industry pioneer, trailblazing, as mentioned, a triple threat, creative game changer. I could go on for hours talking about a renowned choreographer and creative director. This is Amy Rosland. Amy, it is so nice to have you on the couch. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling so great. It's my birthday today, so I'm feeling...
Say, excuse me, what? Say what?
It's my birthday.
We're going to do this together. Here it comes. Here we go, yo. Happy birthday. That's actually why Amy's here. This is a birthday intervention. Yes. So, we're going to bestow upon you blessings. And those blessings are, stay as amazing as you are. You are a jet setter in this industry, and there are so many young creatives looking at you, watching you carve a way for them. So you are lifting as you rise. And I love that empowerment about you, so thank you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
To say. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. There are other things that I'd like to ask you, but I just want to make sure that the birthday is central. And now we can go on. You've been doing this for, I mean, what, 20 years? 2 decades? How do you keep this all fresh? Because it feels like you've just got into the industry. It feels like you have that same feeling of somebody who's just so hungry to do more and innovate. How is that even possible? How do you do it?
Well, I mean, I think I've been very blessed. I entered the industry at a very young age, so I think I've been blessed to grow with the industry. So reinventing myself has not really been like a major focus. I think I've just kind of gone with the flow. I think it's really important to stay relevant and stay in touch with those who are at the forefront of making creative, you know, taking creative giant steps in our industry. So I think the way I've done it is aligning myself with really great people and really great creatives and artists, because no one's an island. I haven't done anything alone.
And this is why I say, I can feel you lifting people as you rise, which is important. Now, I love that. Now, let's talk about your work. Raymond Fix, music video. How is that, working on a project as amazing as that?
Well, working with Raymond Fix was absolutely incredible. It was produced by Kyle White, who, as we know, is a legend in the industry, so being on set was a breeze. Raymond himself is a wonderful, wonderful guy, and we were given a great opportunity to work with about 6 dancers. We were in rehearsal for a little bit. It was a really great project to kind of sink my teeth into, and we're very proud of the project itself. And I think it really speaks to how African cultures can blend together to really create something amazing.
And you have a lot of power in those spaces, because choreography essentially lends itself to massive viral opportunities on TikTok, etc., because you set the tone in a music video and suddenly you see a couple of videos of people mimicking that. And I think that is such a great platform for creativity to spread, which is what I love about what you do. Art director, creative director as well. I know you worked with Oskido and Amifaku as well.
I did, and it was absolutely incredible. I mean, I have to say, I'm so grateful to be able to interact and rub shoulders with the legends in our industry. And I've worked with so many legends, and Oskido, I have to say, is one. Wow, he really is incredible. I think, you know, fame can get to a lot of people, and with Oskido, it's not like that. He looks you in the eyes when he's talking to you, and he's really passionate about what he's doing on any project. And I've been really privileged to supply for many of his videos. So I think we have a good relationship, and he's incredible.
Yeah, that's great to hear. The humility in the industry is important, because humility always inspires collaboration. Nobody has an ego in a studio, which is lovely. You also worked with Good Luck.
I did.
Come on.
I did.
It just goes on and on.
Yeah, and they're amazing too. So, I mean, we've had the opportunity to perform live with Good Luck, as well as in their music video. So another great musical, you know, collaboration right there.
What a body of work, Amy. You should be really proud of yourself. And talking about body language. Let's talk about that, because I love when you can celebrate your own, you know, your own brainchild, your own baby, that you brought into the world. Talk to me about body language.
Body language is actually 7 years old. Yes, so at the time it was the first of its kind.
Yes.
It's an urban burlesque dance movement, and it was born out of, I wanted to create a safe space for women to explore their sensuality, as well as the fitness side of dance and the performance side, in a judgment-free zone where we're also safe and secure to wear what you want to, behave how you want to, and truly express. You know, so I think that's really what body language is about, and it's a celebration of each other. Everyone in the class is at different levels. I do pro classes and master classes, but body language is open to everyone.
Wow, we need to find that. In fact, please find Amy Rosland immediately. Check out the body of work, check out the body language, and check out the body move as we move the coffee table for you in our Friday dance a little bit later on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Revlon Color Stay Matte Like Crayon. Play it up. Bold matte color goes on as easy as a crayon. Feels barely there. Super soft, 12 rocket poppin' shades. New Revlon Color Stay Matte Like Crayon. Wanna play?
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, it's your time now. It is your Expresso Friday dance, and as I say always, move the coffee table. Here's Amy and Romy taking you out, yo.
Two faces, strange places. My love is wasted. Gotta say it, drive me crazy. Say you know what you want, keep me waiting. They don't really know me. These days I've been lonely. Put your arms around me. Going nowhere slowly. Ain't been acting holy. Breathing all that smoking. We all been through some emotional war back and forth. Upset, you know. Know you've been through something, girl. Oh, it's never painless. No way. Baby, don't feel no worse lost when you phone me. Kiss me like I'm drowning. There's no other way around it. Say you never be without me. I die for you. Open on the table. Can't like I would. You know I'm running to you. Baby, tell the truth. I would lie for you.
No love for the big bad rules. Give me them gloves and a big bag too. I'm a blood down, I'm a big bad wolf. Ride 'em with the hood cause we're big bad, big bad. It's a big bad mood. Serve me pain and I dish that too. Take what's mine, it's a big bad truth. Rob that coin from a big bank, big bank. No love for the big bad rules. Give me them gloves and a big bag too. I'm a blood down, I'm a big bad wolf. Ride 'em with the hood cause we're big bad, big bad. It's a big bad mood. Serve me pain and I dish that too. Take what's mine, it's a big bad truth. Rob that coin from a big bank, big bank. I wanna cause all the trouble. Just cause I feel like it. You can't control me, I'm on my way. You knew how I felt that day. Joy in my heart and a belly on my face. Living in a cage but I don't feel safe. Take that safe for maximum pay. Taking chances, breaking rules. Breaking glass and taking jewels. Making justice, paint the walls. Ain't a class you take in school. Grandmother never came from cash. Just another phoenix raised from ash. Just another genius, ain't got blacks. Just another angel made from black. This world never paid me back. Just one love never gave me that. This ain't theft, it's claiming back. This ain't theft, it's claiming back.
That was
That's what's up.
Amy and Romy. Yo, that is how you move the coffee table.
So first of all, stand up again. Get back up, okay?
Yes.
Stand, put your jaws up, all right? That was awesome, okay?
Was
But
great.
you don't understand, because normally we have like massive hip-hop crews with little kids, and it's not that. That was something else really awesome and cool, okay? How many dance styles did you include in that?
Oh, well, there's quite a few. House, wapping, hip-hop. Yeah.
So a bunch of hip-hop, a bunch of that's essential. In fact, it's like that. If the music comes back, then they'll... What's going on? Yeah. What is going on?
Send us into the weekend, brother.
Yeah. What's going on? I didn't even know. So, you were doing...
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Hey. What? What's going on? What's happening? That's body language from Amy Roslin. Yes.
You knew how I felt that day. Joy in my heart and a valley on my face. Living in a cage, but I don't feel safe. Take that safe for maximum pay. Taking chances, breaking rules, breaking glass, taking jewels, making justice, paint the walls. Ain't a class, you're taking schools. Ran up and never came from cash. Just another phoenix raised from ash. Just another genius ain't got class. Just another angel made from black. This world never paid me out. Just one love never gave me out. This ain't theft, this claiming.
This spring, here's to Mother Nature and all the other mums who bring wonders into our world. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.